Oh. Hey Tyler, thanks for reporting that. Hello, mic check, 1 2 3, mic check.
You entered access code 73.
Mic check, 1 2 3, mic check.
86.
Mic check, 1 2 3. Mic check, 1 2 3. Check, sound check, 1 2 3. Mic check, 1 2 3. Check, sound check, 1 2 3. Alright, sounds coming good now. Thanks for reporting that, Tyler. So there is no sound. So anyway, thanks for joining everyone. Namaste. This is Moksha Mukti Apollo giving live talks, speaking regarding your comment, question, concern, and the phone line is also going on. There's a conference line. Moksha Mukti share that number for you, and you can dial that number, and when you dial the number, you are connected on the phone, so you can speak directly on the phone. And your talking on the phone supersedes comments, so he's going to answer your questions that is coming from the phone because it's easier. But yes, he will also speak regarding your comments. And this is light session. This is not deeper. So Moksha Mukti also does intensive session. Intensive session, we're going to go deeper, observing that, giving attention to that, observing while you're doing this. But right now you don't have to do it. But he's pointing you to give attention. But if you do it, do it. If you don't do it, he's not asking you to do it. But he's pointing you if you can do it. But during the intensive session, he's pointing and we're doing it together. Moksha Mukti is pointing you, giving you hints, and we're doing it together in the intensive sessions. That usually happens at night time. And Moksha Mukti is, this is a light session, and this is light clothes. And during the intensive session, Moksha Mukti may dress up like differently, you see. But right now it's just light session, so Moksha Mukti is doing it casually. And this is light session. He's going to answer, he's going to read most of your questions. And you can also share his live feed to different spiritual groups like Namaste or any other spiritual group. Then you have opportunity to win personal meeting with Moksha Mukti, where we can go deeper. And people who reported back to Moksha Mukti, hey, because I attended your personal meeting, hey, I got that extra push, or I got that extra hint that I needed to get what I wanted to get there. See, so those are things happening. So that's available for you. Joanne Bratsa Morales says, okay, that's better, thank you. You're welcome, Joanne. Thanks for joining. How are you? Namaste. Jane says, I can hear you now. All right. Thanks for joining. Elena, Aggie. Elena is here again. Says, Namaste, I can hear you. Namaste, Elena. And this is lighter session. It's not like a last night session, Elena, where we went deeper, but this is the lighter session. Okay, so this Moksha Mukti does, just lighter session, then he does intensive session, group intensive session, and then he does personal meeting, you see. So right now, just a light session, that's why Moksha Mukti has a casual dress, just a light session, get you started, or, at least point you. Joanne Bratsa Morales says, Namaste, great. Namaste, Joanne. Thanks for joining. How are you? Glad you're here. Glad this is happening. And this is simply happening. Moksha Mukti is expressing the expression of the existence that is happening now in this present moment, you see. And this is simply happening, simply expression, existential expression, love that is happening. You see. And there are always one or two trollers. And if this is not for you, simply leave. You know, you don't need to make nasty comments and leave, you see, because what is happening, this is nice. This is relaxing. This is loving. This is what is happening, you see. But the one or two trollers, sometimes they come, not all the time, sometimes they come and leave nasty comment, then, you know, Moksha Mukti have to block you or remove you. But, you know, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to come here if this is not for you, you see. This is something about life experiences, and Moksha Mukti is pointing you to the source of all the life experiences. All the life experiences occurring, that is already available within you. And Elena knows that yesterday or last night we went to deep, not intensive session. In the intensive session, there is recognition there. People are recognizing the source within themselves. And Moksha Mukti is doing this for almost a month, and there are several videos on YouTube, on Facebook Live, videos on his Facebook page, as well as on website, on YouTube, and it is available there. And live session like this is happening, and Moksha Mukti is pointing, and you know, this is like, oh, okay, you know, this is like information, a casual session, you know, speaking regarding that. But this is still seriousness is here, you know. However, this is actually taking you away from the seriousness of life, and you'll see. And then we go into intensive session a little bit deeper. You know, in that session, what will happen is that we'll go deeper. We are actually participating, and this session is there's more people come here, you know, because this is light, and the intensive session seems to be a little heavy for some people, and it requires a little effort. But here there's no effort, you know. So this is simply happening. Joanna says, I just lost my job, so I'm feeling I am supposed to be. I just ran across the video. That happens, Joanne. That happens. That is part of life experiences. And how is that making you feel? I know you're looking forward to getting a new job. Of course, you have to do things to get a new job. That's a separate talks. This talks, how is that making you feel? You see, now we're talking about the feelings of the experiencing, and we've seen that experiencing within the source, and this is just a light session, you see. And Moksha Mukti also offers the intensive group session, you know, here on Facebook Live, and we usually do that in the night time. So tonight there might be intensive session, and we can go deeper. But here we're just touching on the surface, just hanging out in the beach, relaxing, chilling, you see, observing, experiencing, and expressing, you see, and just looking at the seashells, sand, seaweed, water waves, you know, that is happening. And then in the night session, we go a little deeper, like 100 feet. And then personal meeting, we go deeper, 1,000 feet, you see. Yeah, Joanne, when you recognize the source, there's a possibility for you to recognize the source is already available, and that's what we do into intensive session that we conduct at night time. Then we go deeper. But here we just, you know, relaxing on the beach. Of course you're angry. Anger is there in your functionality. Of course you're hurt. Why me? Your thinking is saying that. Even Moksha Mukti was thrown out of one group, you know, very large group, for no obvious reason. You see, that people are jealous. I don't know the reason. He was removed from that group. But it is not Moksha Mukti's loss, you see. Moksha Mukti is going to do this regardless that group is there or not. And see, that happens. There's anger is there. And then they're going to say, why me? Is that group discriminating? You know, what is happening? You begin to think all these thoughts that is arising, you see. But look within and you'll see there's a peace there also. There is a relaxation there also. But it is what it is. It happens. That's part of life. People lose job, people lose relationship, people lose people's loved ones, people lose their business, people lose their jobs, people hurt, break up in relationship, all these things, dynamics that is happening in the life, you see, and your source, well, your thinking is touched by it, because you see, thinking, it goes on, and actually that is causing you the problem. All you thinking all these things, it's natural to think all those things, but if you believe in the things, all those things, then what will happen? It's going to cause you more harm. So while you're here, even for 15 seconds, this is not a intensive session, but we, don't believe in the thoughts and give attention to the source. That is what I'm pointing out. And in the source, there's a possibility for you to relax, possibility for you to have peace. And, don't take my words. Go back and watch Moksha Mukti's previous videos. People coming and reporting that in the source there is a relaxation. And they have a glimpse of this, you see. And this is not an intensive session, so we're not going to go deeper here on this session, but in the nighttime session, that nighttime, sometime like at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Central US time, Moksha Mukti does this session again, and we're going to go deeper in that session. Mary Shelley says, hello, I was just visiting my mother after not seeing her for many years. I visited her for several months. I was not on my back home to Kansas, got a call from my sister, and she had stroke now, and now I am her primary caregiver. She can't walk or needs assistance 24/7. Don't really like my family and has been emotionally and financially draining. I don't want to be here and want my life back. She seems ungrateful and I feel she is using me. I am drained emotionally and financially. Any thoughts? Yes. I am not laughing at your situation. I know your situation, Mary. Even my mother is coming to live with us. Actually, we are 3 people here. My brother and my sister. We're taking care of our mother. You see, and so she is in a similar situation. And yes, that is gonna emotionally, financially, your time and all that is gone toward that. But it is what it is. You see, first of all, accepting what is happening will allow you relief. And you see, this is just a general session. You see, this is actually to see what is going on really in a functionality. We have this intensive session, but here this is the general information. So first thing is accepting that is happening. Once you accept it, that it just allows possibility, more possibility for you. It just opens you up for different possibility, and it allows you for possibility of miracle. You see, that's the way it is. That's how humans are functioning. You see, who knows? There's a higher beings. People say there's a higher being, this being, that being. Maybe there are, but we don't see their eyes. But by accepting and allowing this to happen, then there is a possibility for you to open up and give more possibilities for you, and also possibility for a miracle. You see, so what is happening is the friction is there, because you say, well, why did it happen to me? There's anger, there's a frustration, there's all that. It's just a thought is saying all that to you. And some people coming back and say, hey, Moksha Mukti, no, am I just creating this in my mind? No, something is happening, but your thought is exaggerating. See, when your thought exaggerates, you feel helpless. You see, but when you don't believe in the thought and give attention to the source that is available, it just allows you to open up and have infinite possibilities and have a possibility of miracle. You see, because relaxation and calmness and peaceful, whatever you're seeking, is already within you, and that's what we go through during our intensive session at night time. Yes, Mary, there is a Moksha Mukti's personal meeting session. You can book that session, so we can go deeper or there's an intensive session. It's not gonna. You don't need to book. It's usually in the night time, and there you will go a little bit deeper than this. And of course, on the personal meeting, we go really deep. You know. And the background that you hear in the back noise, I mean, this music is actually conference line. So conference line is open. You're welcome to call directly. And if you call at least for 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, we can go deeper here. But this is light session. Just by going to reading comments, it's light session. It's not intensive session. Chelsea says, hi, do you help with people who go through depression? Yes, Chelsea. During our personal meeting, we can go deeper and, go intensively. Then Moksha Mukti also offers intensive session at night time. This is just a light session. He's pointing you to something. In the beginning, the depression in physiological level can be wiped out if you sweat, if you run, jog, sweat. The sweat will cleanse the depression out of your body. That's one way to do it. And if you need to go deeper, Moksha Mukti offers intensive session at night time and personal meeting to go even deeper. Mary says, thank you very much. You're welcome, Mary. Mary says, are you an ascended master? Well, some people call Moksha Mukti Grand Master. Some people call Moksha Mukti Enlightened One. Some people call Moksha Mukti Swamiji. Some people call Moksha Mukti Meditation Master. Whatever master is, Moksha Mukti is simple, ordinary man. You see, those are all different people words. Moksha Mukti does not call himself anything. He's just a simple, ordinary man, simply pointing you to something that you already have. And we go through these sessions, and going through these sessions, yes, some of you may call something like that. Katrina James says, just tuning in, what type of reading is this? Katrina, this is not reading. Moksha Mukti is not reading. Simply speaking about life experiences. He knows how you're functioning. He's pointing to you, giving you hints to go to your source or the quantum plexus. This is just a light session. Moksha Mukti offers a deeper session. Chelsea says, I find myself mostly being the bigger person in situations. Sometimes it's hard to have not feed into people's negativity. It gives me a huge weight on my shoulders. Hey, that happens all the time. If you observe the Moksha Mukti session, there are at least 1 or 2 trollers every day coming and giving him all these things. But in the source, you're not agitated. You're not agitated. Moksha Mukti accepts the trollers in a certain point, and at a certain point, then he has to remove that agitator or whoever that is trolling you, just to have that so-called positivity. But in the reality, you're not bothered. But just to give the so-called calmness, yes, you may have to remove them. You may have to, say, if they're in a group, in live group session, hey, simply, you do not need to be here. Simply leave. Ask them to leave. I mean, it happens. It happens to Moksha Mukti all the time. There's always usually one, not two, one troller that creates all this negativity for no reason. You see. And Moksha Mukti was thrown out of this group, for doing this service to humanity. You see, and Moksha Mukti sees it's not Moksha Mukti's loss, it's their loss. You see, Moksha Mukti does not need any group. I mean, it's nice to have groups. I mean, such large groups, but it's not needed. Moksha Mukti is going to express whether the group is there or not. He's been doing this since 2012 or even earlier. He used to teach meditation back in 2005 in Ohio State University. Then he started giving talks again for many, many years. So whether that group is there or not, regardless, Moksha Mukti is going to express. Similarly, you can express whatever the gift you have. Express it. And this desktop usually has a nice, oh, there it is. Chelsea says, especially when I want to step in and say something to defend myself. You don't need to do that. You don't need to defend yourself. Chelsea, if you go back, watch Moksha Mukti's video, he doesn't try to defend. A lot of people come into your gathering, come into your groups. You see, not a lot of people, one or two or three people, they try to throw a vehemence upon you because there's nothing there. They're empty, shallow. And the shallowness is creating the vehemence in them, and they're coming and throwing that at you. You see, that happens. That's part of existence. That is what it is. It is what it is. That happens. And in the source, you're not agitated. Katrina says, okay, thank you. I'm interested in what you're talking about. Chelsea Martin says, what I can never understand is why people love to make others miserable. No, Chelsea. They're not trying to make others miserable. They are making themselves miserable. And whatever comment they're making, usually the comment about themselves. You see? And if I recall last night's session, there's so many of you, we were doing intensive session and everyone is doing intensive session. And this person was describing about Moksha Mukti. And he said to that person, hey, you're not talking about Moksha Mukti, you're talking about yourself. You see? Whatever the person sees within themselves, then speak about that. If they're miserable, they say that you are miserable. You see? So they will talk about that. You see? So why are you bothered? You don't need to understand, because it is what it is, because they're thinking, they're in a thought level. Thought is cheap, and they're just spitting out. There's vehemence. You see? Because emptiness is inside. That happens. That happens. You'll see your mother, father, your own family, that happens. Enzo Teutanaka says, who do you follow? Moksha Mukti does not follow anything. He is simply following expression that is expressing naturally. You see, Moksha Mukti does not read anyone's book. Moksha Mukti does not listen to anyone. You see, something happened in 2009. People call this so-called awakening. Since this day, Moksha Mukti has been expressing. He knows he's been functioning in a natural state of being. And this natural state of being allows him to express naturally. And this is simply expression of natural expression. And he sees how he's functioning, truthfully, truly, without any illusion. And he's simply describing how he's functioning. And in the reality, Moksha Mukti and you are functioning exactly the same way, fundamentally and essentially. Of course, there are this different aspect of us that makes us unique. And he's not talking about the aspect, but the fundamentally and essentially. You and I are functioning exactly the same way. So if you ask him a question, he's going to describe himself and he's going to point to you. You can accept this, reject this, or stay in a neutral. That's not Moksha Mukti's concern. Moksha Mukti also offer intensive session in the nighttime or in the daytime sometimes, and we go deeper. Where we are observing. In the observing, you are seeing what Moksha Mukti is speaking in your own functionality. And this, what Moksha Mukti is saying, has been validated by people who's coming to the intensive session. You see, and he's pointing you to do the same thing. There is something within you that knows what's going on, that is observing, and he's pointing you to give attention to that, and that itself will guide you. You see, whatever Moksha Mukti is speaking, you already have that within you. Moksha Mukti calls the source or the quantum plexus, because the source is there. You are connected, and the quantum plexus is like the network of quantum. See, throughout the universe, you are connected, just like the water in the ocean. You see, water in the ocean. You see, fish living in the water does not know there is water. Similarly, humans do not know there is a quantum plexus. But in the observing in the reality, you know there is a quantum plexus. Lisa Lopez is here, says, look smart. Thanks for your compliment, Lisa. How are you today? Welcome. Namaste. Angel says, so you will point out what we already truly know. Not know. Your thought, knowing is for the thought, but you know that uniquely. Uniquely. But you have not recognized it. The difference is you know it, but you have not recognized it. You have not experienced it. So that knowing is useless to you because you have not recognized it. His Moksha Mukti is pointing you to recognize that. You see, and that's why we go through this intensive session, sometimes in the daytime, sometimes in nighttime, but this is the light session. Okay, Moksha Mukti is going to read most of your questions. So light session. That's why Moksha Mukti is dressing casually. In the intensive session, Moksha Mukti is going to dress up differently. And some people say, why are you wearing all those garbs? Because we're pointing something. You see, that requires a little bit of a seriousness. Here's just that light-hearted, light-hated. This is casual conversation, relaxing in the beach. You see, but there's something within you. Yes, Moksha Mukti is pointing to you. That is available to you now. And everything Moksha Mukti is saying, that is available within you, because in the intensive session, if you go watch last night's video, people coming back and reporting, hey, Moksha Mukti, I see all this. And that's what Moksha Mukti has been telling you, telling all the people, telling all the humans on the planet, but they say, what are you talking about? Until you go through that, giving attention, go through that process, you will not see that and you say, hey, what are you talking about? Because you're functioning in the thought level, thought is conditioned upon you. Lisa say, I am awesome, thank you, namaste. Yes, namaste, Lisa, I saw you dancing today. And this is simply about life experiences. This is not a religion. Simply life experiences. See, like a lady here, there's a couple of people reported, they lost a job, now making them angry. Yes, that happens. And the relaxation, freeing the anger is already available within you. That's what Moksha Mukti is pointing. And someone is going through taking care of their family. Moksha Mukti is also doing that. You see, Moksha Mukti's mom is here. You see. And that needs to be taken care of, accepting. In the beginning, of course, it's going to be hard. You see, but the more you do it, the more you accept it, it becomes easier and easier. And when you give attention to the source, it just allows you for infinite possibilities. And you may not happen right then and right when you want it. It may happen 1 week from when you want it, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, but it will happen. You see, simply give attention to the source. Because everything is dynamically happening. You see, and in this openness, there is a possibility for a miracle. You see, just by coming in the session, people are being healed without even asking. You see, by coming here, some people may have already gotten a job, may have improved their business, may have improved their lives, whatever. You see, because he's telling you the truth. He knows he is speaking the truth. But it is not truth to you until you validate and verify. And that's what Moksha Mukti points out. And we go through that in the intensive session. Dawn Dees is here. What makes a person awaken and some others not? When you are awakened, Dawn, you know you are awakened. You know it. You feel it in each cell of a body. You feel it. Tremendous relaxation, tremendous epiphany, tremendous awareness. This cannot be described. You see, this cannot be described by words. Words do no justice. That's why Moksha Mukti has already written 2 books after this awakening. He has already given almost 100 hours of talks, and he just completed another book, 3rd book, Mirror, that's coming out in the market shortly. He'll be releasing shortly. Vivian is here, says Namaste. I tend sometimes to follow my intuition and disregard my mind. Namaste, Vivian. Yes, that happens. Simply observe. This is not an intensive session, but Vivian, you've been here before. Dawn, you've been here before. Keep on observing. Keep on giving that little extra effort for you to keep on observing. Observe your intuition, observe your thought, observe your feeling. Everything is there within you. And that observing is observing. Give attention to that. And I'm not going to say this to everyone. Well, of course, you can't do that. But some of you are new here, and this is light session. This is not intensive session. Don says, but why me and not others near me? Who knows that, Don? You see? No one knows that. It is by the grace of so-called existence or the universe or the God or serendipity. You see? That happens. Why a flower blooms in one tree and not the other? Why flower blooms out of nowhere? Just like Moksha Mukti is going to take a picture, go downstairs. Moksha Mukti used to give these talks, satsang talks, true talks. And sometimes there was no one in these talks. Most of the time there are people, but sometimes one talk or two talk, there was no one. And when he's talking, he knows something is listening. And now there is two plants bloom on his own. Why does it happen? Why does it rain? Why there is a cloud? It simply is happening. Happening. And this gathering is happening. And by the way, if you share this live feed, this is light session, and this is spreading the love, or I guess expressing the love. And by sharing this live feed, you have opportunity to win a personal meeting with Moksha Mukti. So we can go deeper. You see, in that deeper meeting, it's possible for you to recognize the source, and it has happened. If you watch yesterday's or day before yesterday's video, there someone called and verified that in the meeting it happened to them. And will it happen to you? It's possible, but Moksha Mukti is not going to guarantee, because everything happens, and that happened to that person, just like that, like 20 minutes talk, it happened. And this is simply happening. Dawn says, perfect, thank you. You're welcome, Dawn. Mandy Rachel Parkers, will it help creativity when we observe the source as I feel blocked? Well, that's not why we're here, Rachel, to help the creativity, or to help you make money, or to help you get a job, or help you financially. All those things are possibilities. There is a potentiality and there is a possibility, infinite possibilities. You see? And all your creativity is actually coming from the source. So when you recognize the source, when you give attention to the source, the creativity will flow and everything happens. You see, Moksha Mukti started writing books, and all of a sudden he's writing books. His 2 books are already available on Amazon, and 3rd book will be publishing soon. And he wrote 30 songs within 2 months period. Out of 30 songs, 16 of them are already composed, and 12 of them are already on a CD. It just happened. And I think it's always been a year Moksha Mukti hasn't written. It simply happens. And he's giving these talks, singing, doing music, now giving these talks. It's all creative. That's all happening. It's all coming from the source. And if you're a creative person, you know that it comes from the source, either from glimpses or the flashes. But here he's pointing you to recognize that, experience that, and for you to have that feel, or have that glimpses, or or have it there permanently. You see, but it simply requires your attention. Lauren Harwood is here. I don't know what she's writing. She's writing something there. We are speaking about life experiences here, Lauren. And this is simply happening out of nowhere, spontaneously. Fresh. This is fresh.
You entered access code 7366886.
See, when you look at the sky, I'm looking at the sky. And when you look at the sky, you do not know what you're looking at. Until that knowledge comes in the mind, they say, oh, that's the sky. And it's blue. So knowledge in the mind, the condition in the mind is coming up and saying, hey, that's sky. It's the sky and it's blue. Otherwise, when you look at the sky, you do not know what that is. You see, there is only simply looking. Looking. Simply when you say observing, there is looking. In the looking, there is a knowledge that comes up, says sky, and that's blue. Without that knowledge, you do not know that color blue, you do not know the sky. You see. And that is the type of the observation that we do in intensive session. Observing. Looking. All the functionality that is functioning, that is happening within your functionality, we validate and verify that during intensive session. And those who come here regularly, I point out that you ought to do this now, because why waste your time? Because you've heard this many times what Moksha Mukti is speaking. Although every time he's speaking, this is not like he planned this. He didn't plan this. This happened. It's happening spontaneously. That's why this is fresh, because there was no preparation. I didn't get up in the morning today, well, I'm going to speak about this, and wrote something. Well, when I write a book, the book is written. It's done. You see, I don't speak about the book. Maybe sometime it comes about the book, but I don't plan on speaking. I don't bring my book in front of me. You see? Lorna Cooper says, good morning. Good morning, Lorna. We're simply speaking about life experiences. And Moksha Mukti is simple, ordinary man. And what speaking is simple. There's a lot of simplicity here. There is no complications. So therefore there are no steps. Moksha Mukti does not give you steps. Simply pointing you to give your attention to that something that is observing, that Moksha Mukti calls the source or the quantum plexus. Through the quantum plexus, we are connected to everything through this plexus. Patty Stobierski is here. It's all happening. Yes, Patty, that's what Moksha Mukti is pointing. It's all happening, and you are observing. Not only observing what is outside, observing within you. And everything that is happening, that observing knows peculiarly. It requires your attention. And this is just a light session. In the intensive session, we go deeper. And Moksha Mukti also offers personal meetings. In personal meeting, we go even deeper. Right now, we're just hanging out, chilling, relaxing in the beach, going through seashells, sand, seaweed, water, waves, so on and so forth. And in the intensive session, we swim. We dive into a little deeper end. And with personal meeting with Moksha Mukti, yes, Moksha Mukti will take you to 1,000 feet, 2,000 feet, 5,000 feet deep. And that deep is only perceiving of the thought. In the reality, there is no deep. It's one level. But for thought, yes, it seems like we're going deep. You see? And right now, it's just the happening. Spontaneously. Moksha Mukti is expressing the expression of the existing. This is expression of love, existential love. And this love is different than that you love. That's you love your family, friends, romantic partner, etc., etc. That's a different type of love. That is conditional love. But this is unconditional love, simply expressing the expressions of who you really are. And that who you really are is also who you are. Muhammad says, could you tell me if you have any idea about CDN? By the way, nice suit. Namaste. Namaste, Muhammad. Moksha Mukti does not know just the acronym CDN. And even that you say what the CDN is, maybe he's not going to speak about that, but I do not know the acronym CDN. We're talking about life experiences here. Life experience that is happening. Someone is angry, someone is sad, someone is saying, why me? Is this discrimination against me? Because I am minority? Because I am a woman? Because I am a man? Because I am this? Is someone discriminated me? Why this happened to me? Why am I sad? Why am I depressed? Why I have this pain? Why am I angry? See, those are all life experiences that you're experiencing. Most of you are experiencing pain. And that pain, Moksha Mukti is pointing out, is a psychological pain. And that we go through in this intensive session and see that. And you can also see that here. Moksha Mukti is not stopping you to seeing that, but this is lighter session, so we don't go deeper here. And he reads almost all of your questions here. But in the intensive session, he doesn't read everyone's question because we're going deeper. And the intensive session is not for everyone. Usually during the intensive session there are trollers trolling. You see, not knowing. You see, oh, you giving out all this dark vibe, blah blah blah, not knowing what is going on, and they're describing themselves in that, So those of you who are doing healing, people coming out and trolling you, actually they are actually empty, shallow inside. There's nothing inside, and all that energy is vehementing upon you. You see, that's what troller does. And there is no troller here in this gathering now, but it had happened yesterday, and it had happened last night. And usually Moksha Mukti allows troller to certain limit, and after that he's gonna need to block, But yeah, Muhammad, Moksha Mukti does not know what the acronym CDN. I could probably Google it and find out. You see, but what CDN it's speaking about? There are lots of CDN, and he's not here to speak about that anyway. But just now you brought it up. I am curious. Well, the one I popped out in the Google now is called Content Delivery Network, but I'm sure you're not talking about that. And we also have a conference line that is going on on the conference line. You can call directly and ask questions, and it's a lot easier to go back and forth. You see, so we can go deeper just by one line. It's not going to be deep. That will be generalization. Yeah, Muhammad, the Content Delivery Network is what I got, CDN. What CDN is speaking about?
You entered access code 7366686.
Google is amazing, isn't it? Before Google, it used to be Yahoo. Yahoo had all the information in the text format. I don't know anybody can recall that. Yahoo had all the
You entered access code 7366686.
Don Rice, what is the cause of the Mandela effect? Why do you want to know that, Don? I have everything has an effect on you, upon you. In the source, nothing affects you. On a thought level, everything affects you. There are stimuli present, whether you see or don't see, tangible or intangible effect. Stimuli is affecting you now, you see. Even the intangible energy from the distant galaxy is there within you, giving you stimuli, and you do not see that. But that effect is only for the mind, for the thought.
You entered access
Patty says, how does one come to be unconditional love? Well, that's what Moksha Mukti pointing to you, Patty, that unconditional love is already within you, and it simply requires your attention. Give attention to that source or the observing, something that is observing within you, that is this, that recognizes the source. And in there, for possibility for you to express it, possibility for you to recognize it, experience it, and that is already available to you. It's not how, it is simply there within you. It simply requires your attention. And Moksha Mukti does intensive session. In that intensive session, we go a little deeper and recognize that. You see, give you the feel or the hint or the glimpse of that recognition. But right now, this is simple, light session. Just reading all of you's comment.
You entered access code 736.
And that unconditional love is simply the love of the nature or the existence, loving. And it's patient, just like the nature. Nature is so patient. It takes its own time, but does everything up perfectly. You see, when you speed up, what happens? Nature does not speed up. Naturally happens. Naturally, similarly, in this recognition of the source or the experiencing of the source, you are functioning in a natural state of being. And what Moksha Mukti is describing, what is functioning naturally in this natural state of being, simply expressing. And what he sees here is that just like you dream at night time, this is a dream. Dream that is dreaming, universe is dreaming, and this dream is appearing in your consciousness, and from this dream there is a possibility for you to wake up, and so-called awakening is happening. That's what a lot of people are talking about in the spiritual community, that humans are awakening Awakening is taking place on the planet. That awakening they're speaking about is awakening from this dream that we're dreaming. Just like we awaken from the dream that we dream at nighttime and say, hey, wait a minute, I was dreaming, but that felt so real while you was dreaming. Similarly, when you awake from this dream, hey, this dream seems so real, it's concrete, it's solid, there is a relationships, there's a time, space, color, texture, depth, distance, all there is there. And when you awake, hey, I was just dreaming. By the way, I didn't bring my water, and I don't really want to get up and go downstairs to get water. So I'm going to try to do this mantra that I learned. I don't really recommend it, but it works for Moksha Mukti sometimes. So when you recite that mantra, your thirst and hunger will disappear. So I'm going to see if that works for me. Kanta kupe shup vipasi nivritti. Kanta kupe shup vipasi nivritti. Kanta kupe shup vipasi nivritti. Vivian says at the right time and state. What are you speaking about, Vivian? Yeah, the thoughts seem to go away. So yes, we're speaking about life experiences. Vivian says, is linear time related to the awakening? No. Linear timing, linear thinking is imposed upon you by the society. Society imposed a condition upon you. Based upon that condition, you are thinking linearly. But when the awakening happens, your thought is dynamic. You're not attached to thought anymore. You're not the slave of the thought. 99% humans. You see, and some people, they're mad when I say this, but it is what it is, see. 99% of humans on the planet, they are the slaves of their own thought. If I say that, few people get mad. But it is what it is, you see. And you want to be free from that thought. They tell me, yes, I want to be free from the thought, but they don't accept, well, I'm not a slave for my thought, but you are. But in the awakening, it's possible that there is no attachment to the thought anymore. There is no attachment to anything. And you begin to function naturally. It's like the nature. Nature works in its own speed. It even seems like slow. That's why it's natural. And it accomplishes everything. It makes the trees green, it blooms the flower, it makes everywhere green. See, it does that. On its own time, it accomplishes everything. Slowly but surely is in a word, right? Linear thinking says this is past that happened, this is present, and this is future. But in awakening, but in the linear thinking, past happened in the past, future is upcoming, and present is now. And you may, well, your linear thinking will say, now, how can this possible? I don't understand. What do you mean the past, present, and future is happening simultaneously? I don't understand. The thought says that because the thought is conditioned. You're fit into that structure. But in the so-called awakening, you begin to see. Past, present, and future is happening. Someone commented in different group, Shannon Belcott. Hey Shannon, you're not online. You have to call the number, dial the number. Are you calling from the United States? If you're calling from the United States, you should be able to dial the number. And there is an access code for you. When you enter the access code in pound, you should be able to join in. And if you are not able to write a comment on where I can see, you just need to click on Moksha Mukti Apollo, shared Moksha Mukti Apollo live feed, live video. Click on that blue live video link, and when you click on that link, it'll take you to a different page where you can comment. There's one or two people angry, and it's okay. That's what it is. What it is, and they don't tell me why they're angry, but it says angry. But anger is there. Anger is there within you. It is expressing. But at the source, anger cannot bother you. Anger cannot agitate you. Shannon, when you dial the number, are you dialing from the US or overseas? If you're dialing from the US, you should be able to get on the call. You're from Canada, so that's long distance for you, Shannon. So that's why that's a US number, and you're from Canada. So you have to dial like you're dialing the US. You may want to use Skype or some other service, gives you a good rate. You want to dial from Canada or some other countries. There was a caller from UK a couple days ago. Shannon says, am I going to win medical lawsuit? Well, Shannon, Moksha Mukti is not a psychic. I should be asking that question to my legal advisor. It's possible that you may win. Simply don't believe in your thoughts, because thought is saying a lot of negative things. Thought is lying to you. And when you experience the source, give attention to the source, is possibility for a miracle, is possibility for infinite possibilities. Simple. A leaf falling from the tree can create miracle. You see, that's what we call the butterfly effect. Simple butterfly flapping their wings in the Amazon can cause severe weather in different parts of the world. That's called butterfly effect. Simple giving attention to the source is possibility for you to create miracle, create that wave out. You see, so that's why he's pointing out. Shannon says, I am in lawsuit medical, am I going to win? Yes, Moksha Mukti has already spoken regarding that, Shannon. Are you a lawyer, or what are you? Or you have a lawsuit against some medical people? But Moksha Mukti has already pointed out, it's possible for you to win. You see, giving attention to the source creates that butterfly effect. Opens you up, gives you infinite possibilities, possibility for a miracle. And your thought is lying to you most of the time. Not only your thought, but all humans' thoughts are like that. Patty says, how do you go from nothing to everything? The transcendent and present state of present awareness has led me to what might appear and feel as apathy or indifference to life. Patty, that seems like an imagination to me, what is happening. Your thought is telling you that, all that. Simply give attention to the source, what Moksha Mukti is pointing to you. Whatever you're seeking, all the answer is already available. And if you don't get this in this session, Moksha Mukti also does intensive session. You can come there and look for yourself. I mean, you can look now, but this is just a light session, we're not going to go deep. But during the intensive session, we're going to go deep. Or Moksha Mukti also offers personal meeting, we're only going to go deeper. And then, we can give you hints to point out but the source is already available to you. Subramaniam Kundapura says, Moksha Mukti Pranamas. Namaste, Subramaniam. Thanks for joining. Shannon says, thank you. You're welcome, Shannon. I'm going back and reading your comments. I'm just trying to validate why someone clicking that angry button. It's okay, it is no problem, but just trying to see and validate what causes that person. Because once you know yourself, you know everyone. The validation and verification is already within you. You see? And majority people do what they do is because there is a lack of relaxation. Lack of relaxation within you. Because of lack of relaxation, first of all, you are seeking relaxation, and others' behaviors, other thoughts, other actions agitate you more when you are not relaxed. When you have too much thought on the mind, and the majority of thought is a baggage anyway on the mind, and those thought contracts you, squeezes you, and makes you tense, and you're not relaxed. Ultimately, you want to relax. So others' behavior, actions, and thoughts causing you to not relax. Because that now gets to you, that compacts you, stresses you. But when you relax, you see, it doesn't matter. So in the same situation, when you're relaxed, somebody can say something, you're not bothered. But when you're tense, somebody says something, you're mad. Because what is happening? When you're tense, that situation, there is not much room for relaxation. That there is not much room for accepting, because that's full. When that is full, then it just throws you out. It just throws itself out. It just tries to throw itself out, but it cannot, and that's causing you angry. And if you don't see that here in this session, light session, you can come to a deep session, intensive session, where we can go deeper, giving attention to that, observing in a group session. And if that doesn't, if you don't find what you find it there, then Moksha Mukti also offers personal meeting. Go deeper. And if you share Moksha Mukti's live feed to different group like Namaste or Light Workers or Spiritual Healings or any other groups, spiritual groups, you have opportunity to win Moksha Mukti personal meeting with Moksha Mukti. So that is also available when you share. And matter of fact, I'm going to go and read some names. Those who shared Moksha Mukti's live feed: Corey Leckleitner, Raymond Baywood, Chris Pierce, Bill Kloss, Anne Flanagan Lynch, Teresa Click, Elena Aggie or Aggie, and there is one group or something called or Logical Reality with Limits. That's a group that shared Moksha Mukti's live feed. And Rebecca Gist. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 people shared Moksha Mukti's live feed to different groups, and now your names are drawn here. And out of these names, Moksha Mukti is gonna pull out names and rewarding you with a live personal meeting. So if you share Moksha Mukti's live feed, you have opportunity to win that personal meeting with Moksha Mukti, where you can go deeper. And Moksha Mukti also offers you personal meeting. You can request one from his website, and from here you can book 30-minute session in a 30 minutes increment. 15 minutes is too short. I think 30 minutes is just the right time for you to at least get the feel or the glimpse or the recognition of the source of the quantum plexus that is available to you now in this present moment. Shannon says, I'm not a lawyer, and as the answer is in my heart. Yes, the answer is already in your, not in your heart, but near heart area, or in the observing. You're observing your heart, you're observing your thought, you're observing everything, and you're validating and verifying. In that observing, there is an answer. And of course, heart is included in that, Shannon. Nagina Saddiqui says, Namaste, Namaste Nagina, Najina. Thanks for joining again. And this is just a light session, but you've been here before. You may want to go a little bit deeper, for make it intensive for you. Giving attention to that observing. Subramaniam says, Moksha Mukti, my better half is attending job interview tomorrow morning at 10:30. Please bless her so that she will be successful. Thank you, pranamas. Alright, if you ask, when you ask, you shall receive. So Subramaniam's prayer for Subramaniam's wife to have a successful job interview tomorrow morning at 10:30. Done. Quantum prayer is fast, quantum prayer is effective, and blessings to you and your wife. Shannon says, can you pray for my health breathing? Alright, you ask, you shall receive. Shannon, Moksha Mukti is going to do quantum prayer, and through quantum prayer you shall be healed through the quantum plexus. Each quantum is connected to each quantum through this quantum plexus, and Moksha Mukti does a quantum prayer. That quantum is going to talk to you, a breathing quantum, and help you. It shall help you immediately, but depending on the severity, it may take longer to heal. But here's a prayer for Shannon Belcard. Done. Quantum prayer is fast, quantum prayer is effective. Vivian says, I shared. Alright, Vivian, I'm going to put your name here on the list and do the drawing in a few days. And if you win, you'll be awarded that personal meeting with Moksha Mukti. And no one has called on the line. Line is going on. I'm going to put Dawn's name again. Your name was there in the last session, Dawn, but some reason some other people won. But I'm going to put your name, Dawn Dees and Shannon Belcard. I'll need to add your names here. Just hang on one second. So, alright, I'm gonna write down VVN Oliverio, Shannon Belcourt, and Don D's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people. So last time there were 19 of you. Out of 19, 4 people were selected. This time I don't know how many of you will be selected, but I'm sure few people will be selected, and Moksha Mukti will grant you personal meeting with Moksha Mukti. Vivian, Moksha Mukti has already posted that number twice, but I'm going to post one for you again. There's an access number, and I'm going to share that in the comment section here. Subramanian says, I bow with reverence, Moksha Mukti, Dhanyavad and Avar, thanks. Blessings to you, Subramaniam. Shannon says, I shared and namaste, thank you for the prayers. You're welcome, namaste Shannon. And I encourage you to share in the group called Namaste. Some reason I am not there anymore, and it is not Moksha Mukti's loss, it is their loss. But I'm sure there are some people who would like to see Moksha Mukti. There are a few trollers that are trolling Moksha Mukti there, but it's okay. And but if you want to share in that group called Namaste, and I know some of you are in that, I met some of you from that group. If you're in that group, go and share on that group. I'm sure there are some people who would like to hear Moksha Mukti. And if you share on that group, you're more likely to win one-on-one personal session with Moksha Mukti. Little motivation that pushes button. See, everything is motivation. Motivation through people, motivation through the environment, motivation through your own thoughts stored in the memory, motivation through stimuli, tangible or intangible. Stimuli appears in your consciousness or in your mind body, tangibly or intangibly. Even distance, galaxy, trillion miles away has an instant effect on you. You see? Because through quantum plexus, anything moves faster than so-called speed of light. Because Einstein said, I'm going to quote him. I normally don't quote scientists because I don't read anybody. I don't listen to anybody, but this is, I recall, Einstein, from childhood, like when I was like 10th grade, even earlier, I read that the fastest traveling object in the universe is the light, and it takes 8 minutes from the lights to come from sunlight to the earth. So that's what I just recall from the memory that is happening. And so see, even from the only sun, even this solar system, it takes 8 minutes to come to Earth, the planet Earth. From sun to the earth, 8 minutes, the light traveling. Then just imagine how long it will take from distant galaxies, trillion miles away, to get here, trillions of years. But it happens instantly through this quantum plexus. Instantly. That's why quantum prayers are fast and effective. It happens instantly. See, trillions miles away, deep galaxies giving you stimuli, intangible stimuli. You don't see that. But you don't have to worry about that because this is simply happening. If you start worrying about that, it's going to be spooky. That's why, Einstein said, well, that's spooky, something that is spooky there. And he did not touch upon that, but the new scientists like Alan Aspect are, reading upon it, doing research upon it, and writing books about it. You see. So anyway, that's just a little FYI that just steered away from our talks. Just to give you the pointing or the analogy of that something out there in distant galaxy is here, giving stimuli, giving motivation through that quantum plexus. Because we are all one. We are all one in the reality. Vivian says he was lost in the feed. Yeah, maybe they did something to Moksha Mukti. You see. Maybe see anyone else want to go and try to share the live feed, this live feed into Namaste group. I'm sure there are few people, there's some people they want to see. And it is not Moksha Mukti's lost, it is that group's lost. Because this expression is going to go on no matter what. This expression is going to go on. In the source, Moksha Mukti is not agitated or angry. Of course, the thought reaction is angry. Thought is angry there. But in the source, he's not agitated, it's peaceful. The peacefulness is still there. You see, relaxation is still there. But obviously the thought says, hey, I am angry. The anger is there. But that is not bothering you. That is not attached. You're not attached to that anger. Anger appear and disappear just like the cloud in the sky. You see. And that even in Moksha Mukti only briefly noticed that. You see, that notice is just the brief. Just like a little breeze, just come and went. And it happens. It happens all the time. No matter how good the service you're doing, no matter how much you're doing to humanity, this Moksha Mukti is doing for the humans on the planet, entire humans on the planet, doing quantum peace, quantum prayer for peace, quantum prayer for healing, quantum prayer for well-being of the existence. You see, this is great service. Yet, this happens, and it is what it is. It is not someone is trying to do it deliberately. It's just a thought, it arising in the head, and that is causing them to take action. They're taking action, and this happens. And it's okay, there is no problem. You see, it is what it is, and it is a karma. You see, so whoever did that is probably going to have a bad karma, because see, this gathering is about true gathering, true association. People are being healed coming here. People are being blessed. People are being relaxed. People are being seeing something that never saw this before. People are being awakening. People are opening their eyes. People are opening their possibilities. People are opening possibility to the miracle that has been happening here. It's been shown time after time. This has been happening here. So if somebody wants to block something like that, hey, that's a bad karma, I would say. Don't you agree? But it is what it is. Moksha Mukti is not agitated. Lisa is here, says good afternoon. Hi Lisa. So Lisa says she shared Moksha Mukti's live feed. Arsenal. Photo. Oh boy, yeah. So I'm gonna go and put your name on the list here, Lisa. So when we do the drawing, if you win, you will be awarded a personal meeting with Moksha Mukti. And thank you for sharing. Chris Pierce says, hello Moksha, namaste. Namaste. Chris, I hope you're not driving now. I don't want you to be focusing on your phone while you're driving. Although you say that's hands-free, hands-frees are okay. But keep your eyes on the road. Shannon Belkar says, good morning, Moksha. Hey Shannon, did we not... yeah, we've been speaking. Good morning to you too. Did you go somewhere and come back? Because I already picked out your name. It's on a list. that you shared Moksha Mukti's feed, live feed. Thank you for doing that. Chris says, no sir. Okay, good. I don't want my listeners to be driving and doing this. I mean, of course you can listen, just like you listen to radio anyway. But don't touch, don't interact with the phone if you're driving and doing this. A lot of accidents happens because you're driving, texting, and driving at the same time. And Moksha Mukti also does sometimes. He takes out the phone only on the red light. The moment he sees the green light, he just throws the phone on the seat. He doesn't mess with it. Shan says, yay, I'm still here. We're glad you're here. By the way, did anyone else shared in the group called Namaste besides Vivian? She said that it didn't come on the feed. So I want to validate what really happened. You see, I mean, someone threw Moksha Mukti out of their group. It's their loss, no problem. But Moksha Mukti does not sit still. He wants to validate and verify everything that is happening within his functionality, and he's going to validate. And that's the way I want to validate is if someone goes and share.
Hello.
Hello, who's on call?
This is Vivian.
Hey Vivian, finally you dialed in. Oh my God, after so many attempts. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just love to listen to you. I'm just going in my own pace.
Of course.
And,
of course.
Yes.
Of course, just like the nature goes through its own pace, and look what it does. It does incredible. Similarly, when you go in the natural speed, similarly, all those miracles can be happening in your life, and you may not even knowing it, Vivian.
That's right. It's just some of the things are resonating so incredibly, and I still have to put a little bit of awareness into it.
Attention.
That's right.
I use the
That's
word
right.
attention. That is a carefully chosen word from my own validation and verification of many years. So I chose this word attention. So it just requires your attention. And I know you are giving attention in the yesterday's intensive session. How did you like that?
Oh, yes. Incredible. It makes you open up. I don't know how to explain it.
Yes, that is the profoundness. You're opening up to your profoundness, the quantum plexus, the source. You're opening up to that and seeing everything that is observing. And that profoundness is there because that's who you are. You see, you're not seeing that. Your thought is not letting you see that in the everyday functionality. And now you're seeing this in giving attention to that instead of giving attention to the thought. Right?
Right. I follow you. I get it. It's just I've always been a seeker of the truth for myself, not for anyone else.
Yes.
What feels for me right
Yes.
is what I follow.
Yes.
Not necessarily because it's a fad or somebody else is doing it, or
Yes.
it's about me.
Yes.
It's about what I feel.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, I can tell the way you've been coming here, the way you've been writing comments. I know you're going into natural pace. But just how long have you been seeking, Vivian?
Oh my gosh, for years.
Yes.
You say that you don't read, but that's how it started with me, reading.
Yes.
Reading every single book that's on spirituality and self-awareness and all kinds of things.
Yes.
But when I found you, it kind of said, that's exactly right. That's what you're seeking for. That's what you're seeking. It makes sense to me.
Well, Moksha Mukti is not seeking anymore, but the commitment to the truth is always here, Vivian. That's what's happening here. Moksha Mukti is not seeking anymore because something happened, that that seeking is not here anymore, but the commitment to the truth is always here. He's always validating and verifying. That commitment is always here, and because of this commitment, you see, all this is happening. And it's everything what Moksha Mukti is saying resonating with you, because you're not a newcomer to this. You've been searching, you've been seeking for a long, long time. That's why you've been keep on coming back. And as you see some trollers coming back here, says, you know, they're trolling Moksha Mukti because they have no idea. They haven't even touched their feet on the water, on the beach. But, you know, see, it sounds like you have already swam, you have already gone deeper. You see, maybe, you know, deeper area, and you have experienced tremendous things, and but you feel like you haven't gotten where you want to go.
Right, yes.
Well, so this is like a meeting. So this is like a free meeting, you see. I mean, although we do from Skype, you know, Skype, I can see your face, you know, what's going on, but I can hear your voice.
Yes, I'm a little old-fashioned, you know.
No problem. I when I do the personal meeting, I prefer to do via Skype or some, so I can see you, because, you know, I can see the functionality, you know, because people lie to Moksha Mukti all the time, and you know, it's not they're intentionally lying, but they're lying because that is the nature of the thought, to lie. So when I speak, hey, you are all lying to me, so that's why they get turned off, because they don't know what Moksha Mukti is talking about. But you know what Moksha Mukti is talking about, because you searched for this for so long and you get it immediately. And you know, when I say that, you're not offended by it, because now you get it, you understand what Moksha Mukti is pointing. You see, but other people are not like that. That's why, you know, Moksha Mukti does the light session and the intensive session, and he prefers to do over the phone. Now we can go have a two-way conversation with you, you see.
Yes, definitely. Maybe next time I can use Skype. I'm going to have to ask my daughter how to do it.
Oh yeah. So, like, you know, there is a two ways to have a, you know, personal meeting with Moksha Mukti. Well, this is almost like a personal meeting, you see, because now, you know, you have time to ask questions, and Moksha Mukti is going to ask questions, and we're going to go deeper. But this is, again, still light. But during the personal meeting, we go a little bit deeper, but we're going to try to go a little bit deeper if we have time. And so two ways you can request. One is you already shared the Moksha Mukti's live feed. And the second thing is you can request one. So since you shared, your name is already there. And when I do the drawing next time, you know, if your name is pulled out, and you know, you win a free session, so you don't have to, you know, donate anything. But those of you who are listening, you know, you need to request session with Moksha Mukti. There is a small donation he's asking just to cover his expenses, you know, and he'll grant you personal meeting. So those are two areas. But let's go a little deeper, Vivian. Just to see,
definitely.
Just to point you to, you know, just like last night's session, right? So right now he's pointing you to give your attention to that is observing. And if you need to close your eyes, you can close your eyes. What is that observing is observing now?
I'm observing my heartbeat.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. And what else? While you're doing that, what else is observing and what is happening? There's a happening and there's observing within you. And
I'm relaxed.
so see, the relaxation happens when you are giving attention to the observing, right?
Oh, I see.
Now, does it happen when you give attention to the thought? Can you always relax?
Right. I think right now the thing is that there you go. The thoughts is what I need to do, my obligations, and my things you need to do every day.
Yeah, that's stored in the memory. That's recalling back, right?
Sorry?
So that's whatever you need to do is stored in your memory, and now it is recalling. Thought is happening. So that is also there, and there is something else also is there. There's lots of things within you.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm very happy and very, finally I get to talk to you.
So see, the happiness is, where's the happiness? Was it outside or inside of you?
No, it's definitely inside of me.
Yeah.
My heartbeat is going slower. I can feel it.
That means you're relaxing.
Yes, yes.
So relaxation is outside or inside of you?
It's definitely inside.
Yeah.
Definitely inside.
So happiness is inside of you, relaxing is inside of you. What else is there? There is something else. See, that's why it requires attention.
I don't know how to put it into words.
Yes, so that profoundness is there that you cannot describe with the words. That is also there. And there's more. What else is there?
I feel peace.
Peace is there. Yes. So relaxation,
Definitely.
peace, and calm is there. And all this time, all this talk, Vivian, Moksha Mukti has been speaking, pointing you to that. And he said he's speaking the truth. And now it is truth to you. Now you validate it.
I validate it, definitely.
You validate and verify. The peace is already within you. Happiness is already within you. Relaxation is already within you. That is in your source. And now you're giving attention to the source that is observing. Observing everything. You are connected to everything. You are connected to. Now you are connected to everything. That's why you're relaxed. That's why you're home.
Yes. Well, I'm really happy. I can jump. Anyway, I need to do a few things. I still want to hear you.
Well, if you gotta go and do something, and come back when you have time. And
Yes, I would love to talk to you a little bit more deeper.
yeah. So how is this experiencing now? Just this conversation with Moksha Mukti. This is it's almost like personal meeting with Moksha Mukti.
Yes, it's resonating. It's peaceful. Just what I thought. I know. There you go. I thought, yes, but just how I felt that it would be.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it in another words, but
Yeah.
You're wonderful. Just keep helping people, even though you say you don't help people. They have to help themselves, but they do.
Yeah,
They
I'm just
do,
giving pointers. Pointers.
I'm sorry.
I'm just
sorry?
giving pointers.
Yes. Pointers. Yes. Well, my friend, have a beautiful day.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for
you
calling,
so
Vivian.
much.
I really appreciate it. Calling and going through this exercise. And actually, this process is for you. It's not for Moksha Mukti. But I think you got a glimpse of what Moksha Mukti is pointing out, the source or the quantum place. You got the glimpse of it. You got the feel of it. Keep on giving attention to that, observing that is going on, and do what we need to do. And we'll speak again, Vivian.
Yes.
Vivian described. It is peaceful. It is relaxing. It is happy. It is already available to you. Now he's pointing to you. It simply requires your attention. Subramaniam writes, Moksha Mukti, may I please know, is there any possibility of Moksha Mukti visiting India? Thank you, pranams. Yes, Subramaniam, it's possible. Moksha Mukti will be visiting many towns in the upcoming days or months. He'll be visiting many towns in the United States when he gets invited, and he will be visiting overseas, different Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, of course Asia, and of course in India. So that's all upcoming, but Moksha Mukti does not know when. It's just upcoming in the process. But thanks for your invitation. And there's a detail we need to go through, work through this detail, and that detail in town or each country there is an organizer needed to organize Moksha Mukti's gathering. And you see, and if you want to be organizer, you're welcome to be organizer and organize this meeting. And when organization happens, hall is booked, everything is booked, then Moksha Mukti shall come to your town and speak and meet with you in person. Dabarka Ladenko is here. Dabarka says, hello again, I'm watching you with my daughter. Thank you, love, mom. Yes, Dabarka, namaste. Thanks for joining, and blessings to you, both of you. And I hope you heal better every day. You see, how's your knee doing today, Dabarka? Is your knee getting better? And how's your daughter? She's getting better? She's talking, she's interacting, she's eating, she's walking, doing all that. And what do you need today? Do you need a prayer? Let me know. Surmanas, namaste Moksha Mukti. Yes, namaste. Is the video frozen? Seems like the video is frozen. Shannon says, yes, I do. Do I struggle to love myself? Shannon, you may want to recall the pointers between a little bit of an intensive meeting with Vivian and Moksha Mukti, and see what the love that you're seeking is already available to you. We didn't go deeper, we didn't touch up on the love, but the love is already within you. Just like Vivian reported, peace is already available to you. And relaxation is already available to you, and calm is already available to you. All of them is already available to you. Even the love is already available to you. And Shannon, you can give attention to that observing and see what is there, and you recognize that love is already there. And it says, Sherry says, Namaste my lovely. Namaste my lovely Sherry. How are you? Thanks for joining. Glad you're here. How are you today? Are we having a fabulous day? Thank you, Sherry. I just tried out this casual look for this light session. We're doing a light session right now. In the intensive session, Moksha Mukti prefers to do something a little bit ceremonial because we're going deeper, but this is just a light session, and just try out this casual look. Thanks for your comment. Thanks for your compliment. And I'm doing well. And today's session's been doing well. Although this is a light group here now. There were many people earlier, but it's a light group, and there are no trollers today. And we've been speaking with many folks, and just got done speaking with Vivian, and we went a little bit deeper. And this is just a light session. This is not intensive session. We had one intensive session yesterday in the daytime, and one at nighttime, and tonight we may do another intensive session, but right now just a light session. And Moksha Mukti is reading everyone's comments, and Moksha Mukti already talked to Vivian. She was on the phone. It's much easier to talk to a person on the phone because we can go back and forth easily versus on the comments. But it's okay, we can go and read comments. That is no issue, because some of you are out of country, and cost you something to call. But if you are interested, that is available. That option is available to you to call the conference line. And thanks for those who shared Moksha Mukti's live feed to different groups, and your names have been entered on the list. And it's possible that you win, and when you win, you'll be awarded a personal meeting with Moksha Mukti. And normally we do that meeting via Skype or on the two-way video communication, because I would like to see your expressions, your reactions, and I want to see what you're thinking and feeling, while we're doing the session. So it's easier for Moksha Muktis to point, to give you hints. But if that is not available, yes, of course we can do personal meeting on via phone. But phone, you can only hear. But if there are no option available, yes, we can do via phone. And the music that you're hearing in the background, that is the holding line on the conference call. I'm holding. As soon as someone joins, that music will be stopped, and I know you join, and we can speak on the phone. And when you speak on the phone, it's much easier for Moksha Mukti, and also easier for you, because we can go back and forth. But some of you are shy, you do not know who is Moksha Mukti. This is your first time. Of course, you don't want to call, but some people have called, even your first time. Those of you who are brave, but it is what it is. If you're shy, that's fine. That is no problem. Vivian been into this gathering for many days, and after finally she called on the phone, and we talked. Sherry said, good to hear. I might stay up for the other session. Well, Sherry, sure. If I start the session like around earlier, because like yesterday I started around 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So that will be like 3 a.m. of your time. And I don't expect you to be up at 3 a.m. Although some folks in the UK were up, sending out their status. I saw it, but 3 a.m. is too. That's like time for deep sleeping, 3 in the morning. But if I start early, I'll give you a instant message, Sherry, so you can join in. But you already got the taste of it. Although having you in a group is going to be helpful. For you and for others, but you already got the taste of it. Do you still have that epiphany or that wonderful experience, or that faded away? Earlier the sky was blue, and now there are some clouds appearing. And when eyes are looking, it's simply looking, but the thought or the mind or the knowledge is saying that's a cloud, and it's white. It's saying that by the knowledge says that. Sherry says, I still have it. Wonderful. Well, wonderful, Sherry. It may last for several days, or it may last for several months, several years, who knows. But just, it may not be there like one day and you say, where did it go? And thoughts wants to get it back. But through thought you cannot get it back, and you know how to get it back. Simply requires your attention to that observing, and you may get it back. You see? Because that epiphany, it appears and it disappears, just like the cloud in the sky. Moksha Mukti has been speaking for 2 hours today. Wow. I didn't take a water break today. It's been 2 hours. Like, I was a little thirsty 1 hour earlier, but I did this mantra, but it worked. It's a mantra that I learned. When you're hungry or thirsty, you recite that. And I recited that mantra and it worked. So anyway, I think I would like to take a little break, 1 minute break. So just hang on right there. I'll be right back. All right. Thanks for staying while I was gone. Taking a little break after 2 hours of continuous talks and pointers. No comments, no questions. Oh, Louis Sherry said welcome back. Yeah, I'm back, Sherry. Shannon is still here. Says after an hour I feel very relaxed. Yes, Shannon, the relaxation was already within you, is already within you, will always will be within you. The relaxation is always here. Relaxing is always here. When you give attention to the source of the quantum plexus, relaxing happens in your consciousness. You recognize that relaxation. Thought pushes that relaxation away because thought crams up your consciousness or the mind, and it doesn't give any room for relaxation. It's just cramming up. You're carrying unnecessary garbage, unnecessary thought garbage. 90% of thought is garbage anyway. And you are carrying, not only you, all humans, because that is how we're conditioned. And all this conditioning, is doing that. And Moksha Mukti is here to point you. I'm here to point you. Point you to the source. Point you to the quantum plexus. Point you to who you really are. It's like Moksha Mukti is introducing you to your real you. You are here and real you are here. So Moksha Mukti is saying, hey you, meet your real you. You see? I'm looking out the window. Many houses. There's a street, trees. It's calm.
You entered access code 7366686.
Trees still, calm, and it's simply happening. Other times the trees are dancing with the wind. Shannon says, well, thank you for introducing myself to me. I feel so much better already. Can't thank you enough. Well, Shannon, if this is helping you, keep on observing. Keep on giving attention to that observing. Carry that wherever you go, whenever you can. Sometimes you just can't, and that's okay. But whenever you can, carry that attention. Give that attention everywhere you go. And spread the love, you see. share Moksha Mukti's feed, share to everyone you know, and let them also feel what you're feeling to the people that you love, that you care. Share, share, share. Sharing is caring, caring is loving. And nature is doing this, expressing, loving, caring, happening. Dancing, quantum is dancing. This is all dance of quantum. In this quantum dance, universe is dancing, everything is vibrating. You are dancing. You are sitting still, you are dancing. That something is dancing, vibrating. Yet the source is still, just like the tree. Right now, outside, it's so calm. Maybe a little movement now. I see a little movement, but earlier it was calm. The source, that recognition of that source, that experience of the source is calm, cool, collective, always like that. But something is dancing, vibrating constantly. Sherry says shared. Alright, Sherry, share the love. You're lovely. Hey, by the way, Sherry, someone else tried to share in that Namaste group. Maybe if you can try to share in that group, Namaste. Because Vivian wasn't able to do that, so I'm just wanting to validate, verify what happened. I am no longer in that group. I don't know. They removed me from that group for doing this kind of service to the humanity. I don't know why would someone remove Moksha Mukti for doing such service. You see, but there are some thoughts. They may say otherwise, and maybe if that happened, Moksha Mukti is validating and verifying. He has already reported that to Facebook reporting link, and but Moksha Mukti does not see the group Namaste from here, and he does not see any videos that he posted Namaste. It is not there, and he can't share to that group Namaste. But it's a large group, and majority of I met people here from that group. There are some good people. Maybe they'd like to know about Moksha Mukti, what Moksha Mukti is doing, and hear about Moksha Mukti. So if you can share in that group, I would appreciate it. And thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for being here, experiencing together in this Moksha Mukti gathering, live talks. This Moksha Mukti calls true session, true gathering, satsang. See, true association. Moksha Mukti is speaking the truth. He knows he's speaking the truth, but it is not truth to you until you validate and verify within your own functionality. You see, and the validation and verification happens here, or it also happens in the intensive session that he does in the nighttime or in the daytime sometimes. And Moksha Mukti also offers you personal meeting. Sherry said, we'll try now, be right back. Okay, Sherry, thanks you so much. We appreciate that. So Moksha Mukti offers all this to you, and he's pointing you to something that you have available, and where you can see that in the intensive session. In the intensive session, everyone is going deeper. Right now, this is the light session. I was just touching up on the surface. And when you share Moksha Mukti's live feed, your name will be entered on this list right here. I'm going to enter Sherry's name again. And Sherry won this live meeting with Moksha Mukti, and we already had a meeting. And after the meeting, she's been experiencing these so-called epiphanic experiences, and she still have it. It's been like 3-4 days from that experiencing. So even her one word says it's worth it to meet Moksha Mukti personally. But it is what it is. If you meant to meet with Moksha Mukti personally, yes, you will request to meet, or you will win. Somehow you will be, that will happen. And my battery on the iPhone is getting low, so I'm going to go and charge it. Just hang on right there. Right now I'm streaming from desktop or laptop, and the charger is right over here. Plug that in there. All right.
You entered access code 7366886.
Thanks, Sherry. Did it work? Were you able to see that? Well,
You entered access code 7366886.
were you able to see that feed, Sherry, on the Namaste group? Thank you, Sherry. Really appreciate it. You're a sweetheart. Yes, it worked. Thank you so much. It's a good karma, Sherry. That's a good karma.
Code 7366886.
What goes around comes around. You've heard that before. I think it's true. Yes, that not only meeting people, but also people he has already met in that wonderful group. That group is wonderful. However, there are always troller 1 and 2 troller that trolls you. No matter where you go, that's a part of life. It's okay. That happens. But there are some good people who come to Moksha Mukti gathering. Who comes for Moksha Mukti's quantum prayer, for quantum blessings, for healing, for just to recognize who you are, just to observing who you are, giving attention to the source or the quantum plexus. You see, for relaxation, for calmness, for peace, for world peace, for whatever reason, people come to that group and ask Moksha Mukti to do such offerings or the service. Hey, even Shannon thanks you, Sherry. She says, "Yay, bless you, Sherry." See, it's a good karma. Do you feel the love that is just happening? It's happening. Wonderful, wonderful experience being created. Miracles being created now, just like butterfly effect. Even tiny things you do has a tremendous effect. You see, when you open up, infinite possibilities when you open up. So we've been here 2 hours 29, 2 hours and 30, almost 2 hours 30, 2.5 hours. And
Code 7366886.
Davarka was online earlier. I asked her, how's her knee, Davarka? How's your daughter? He never replied back. I am assuming you're fine, your daughter is fine. You didn't ask for a prayer today. So I think you guys are fine.
You entered access code 736686.
The music that you're hearing on the background is music from the conference line. It's on hold right now. If someone joins us, that music will stop. So if you're in the US, come on. Let's call. Let's have that chat. Let's go deeper. We've been here 2.5 hours. Although this has been light gathering, you see, we can go deeper. Moksha Mukti would like to go deeper, take you deeper, diving into the so-called reality, so-called synthetic reality created by the thought. We're going deeper, experiencing, relaxing, experience that calmness, peacefulness, relaxation. And also, yes, there is pain, there is suffering, all that. Everyone goes through pain and suffering in this human form. It is there, but at the same time, relaxation, calmness, peacefulness, happiness is also there. Oh, Shannon says, since you prayed for me, my breathing is not hurting me no more. Thank you. Oh, awesome. Awesome. That is the power of quantum prayer. It is fast and it's effective. Shannon is healed. Thank you, existence. Thank you, quantum, for healing Shannon. Everything is connected via quantum plexus.
You entered access code 736686.
I'm also feeling really peaceful right now. Anybody wish for quantum prayer for world peace? Who is interested? I feel really peaceful now, and because I feel peaceful, I would like to ask existence for peace, world peace. Is anybody with me for world peace prayer, quantum prayer? To minimize the war, to minimize the violence. Moksha Mukti knows it can never be stopped totally, but you can minimize it. And there's a possibility when everyone gives attention to the source and recognizes the source, there's a possibility to completely cease all war in the world and total peace, total end of suffering. There's possibilities. But Moksha Mukti is not going to shout on the roof and say, hey, everyone, give attention to the source. When he does that, what happens? You see, somehow something happened. He got kicked out of this group called Namaste by doing such services. You see, now he want to spread this out. He want to go further than this group right here, because he want to spread this to the world. And look what happened. He got shut down. And that's why he's not going to go sit in the roof and use a microphone, megaphone, and say, hey, everyone, I am Moksha Mukti here. I have experienced this quantum plexus. I have experienced this awakening. Now everyone give attention to the source. We're going to achieve world peace. They're probably going to call police, and police going to come back and say, hey, keep it down. But through you, through listeners, through whatever Moksha Mukti pointing, you're experiencing that. Through you, we can achieve this. At least minimize this. So alright, so Shannon is with World Peace, Sherry and Vivian. So 3 of us here with 4. There's a 4 Moksha Mukti. Anyone else? Because since Moksha Mukti is feeling so peaceful, he want to pray, quantum prayer for world peace. And all of us together giving attention to that source, recognizing source, and that observing, we're going to pray this together. You see, and this will be effective. This will be group prayer. And let's see, there are 4 of us right now. Anyone else to join in? Let's see. Let's have at least 10 people. 10 people in this quantum prayer for world peace. So we have 3 so far. Who else wants to join in? Let's give them a couple of minutes.
You entered access code 7366886.
Sheila O'Mara says I do. Okay, so that's 4. I want 10 other people. So that's 4. Who is next? Quantum prayer for world peace. Intent and purpose. Intent and purpose. Closing eyes. And we saying to the existence, please grant world peace on the planet Earth. We're going to do that in a couple of minutes. Let's give a couple of minutes. There are 4 of us here now, including Moksha Mukti. It's 5 of us. Let's who else wants to join in? Let's give them a couple of minutes. And right now it's 12:17. So let's do let's give them 3 minutes. Let's do at 12. No, actually, let's do at 12:22. So let's give them 5 minutes. So okay, we're gonna pray for Anna. Who is Anna? Shannon. Davarka is 1. 5. So that's Davarka is 5. So after the quantum prayer, we're gonna pray for Shannon's Anna. So who's Anna? Shannon. So we're gonna pray for that Anna also. But first, we're gonna do quantum prayer for the world peace, and because you see, such a peaceful experience is occurring, and this is the right time. So at 12:22 Central U.S. time, that's 4 minutes away. We're gonna do quantum prayer. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 more people we're wanting for a quantum prayer, group prayer for a world peace. Okay, Shannon, your family friend Annie, we're gonna pray for Anna's health. What's wrong with Anna? What's the problem? And anyone else to join for this quantum prayer for world peace? Intent and purpose. We're praying with the intent and purpose. Praying, and that prayer gonna go through quantum plexus. Through the quantum plexus, the wave's gonna go and create all these waves for world peace, to minimize war, minimize violence, minimize suffering. So far we have 5 people. 3 more minutes.
You entered access code 7366886.
Let's give them a couple minutes. Health, okay. Of course, Shannon, we're going to pray for health, for longevity. All right. So we're about to do quantum prayer in 2 minutes. So far, we have 5 people. We're wanting 10 more people with Moksha Mukti to do quantum prayer together. And I know there's about 7 seconds or some second delay. So it's okay. We can do within 10-15 seconds time frame to pray together this quantum prayer for world peace. And there are 5 people already joining, and we're looking for 5 more. If you are available, who is interested, who is in for world peace quantum prayer? And we're going to start in 1 minute. No matter how many people we have, we're going to start in 1 minute at 12:22 p.m. Central Time. And I was searching for 10 people. So far we have 5. So 5 will do. Moksha Mukti will do. And you 5 will do together, because here's a delay here. So 5 we will do together while Moksha Mukti video is appearing. And we're going to do quantum prayer for world peace. Let there be peace on the planet. Intent and purpose. Like a laser like intent and purpose. You're going to do it, quantum prayer. And you'll see in the news tomorrow, some wars are minimized. Violence are minimized. Around you, around your town, around the world. Okay, it's 12:22. So far we have 5 people. Let me read the names that said they want to do quantum prayer. Shannon Belcourt, Seri Louise Lowe, Vivian Oliveira, Sheila O'Mara, and Davarkal Ladenko. So 5 of us. Moksha Mukti is going to do quantum prayer now for world peace, intent and purpose. Done. So together do a quantum prayer, and please report back whether you did it or not. And if you did it, please report who did it, so we know the quantum prayer is done and this has been documented.
You entered access code 7366.
And after this is done, I'm going to pray for do quantum prayer for Shannon's friend Anna, for her longevity. Sherry says I did. Yay! Vivian says did it. Hey, all right. Prayer to the existence. All right. I would suggest you do separately next time, Anna. Oh, there's Anna. Somebody different. Hi Anna. Thanks for joining. Namaste. Yeah, normally we pray separately, Anna, but you did it. It's okay. Moksha Mukti prayed for world peace. Now he's going to pray separately because intent and purpose. Remember, intent and purpose. So we're going to do quantum prayer for Anna's longevity. Done. Quantum prayer is done for Anna. Shannon. So okay, so majority of you did. I think we wanted 5 people. Looks like there's 6 people who did quantum prayer together for the world peace. And you'll see in a few days that the wars, the violence around you are minimized. There is no total elimination. For total elimination, everyone needs to be giving attention to the source. And when Moksha Mukti goes around says like that, within his capacity, look what happened. You see, he's no longer in the group called Namaste. Somehow, somebody removed him for doing such service. I don't know. That's a bad karma, but someone did it. You see. What goes around comes around. It's like a boomerang. You wish something bad and it's going to come back to you. You wish something good to you others, the good thing's going to come back to you like a boomerang. So you see, this is not possible for one person, and I can't just sit on the top of the roof. Through these gatherings, you see, through your words, spreading the words, see, together we can achieve bigger gatherings and achieve bigger peace, more peace on this world, and it's possible. Okay, so Davarka wants me to pray for Sylvia. All right, Davarka, I'm gonna pray for Sylvia to have her seizures free. Okay, we're gonna be bold and ask her to don't believe in her thoughts so much. You see, if she's watching this, Sylvia, do not be watching to thought. Do not be paying attention to thought. Do not believe in the thoughts even for 15 seconds while you're watching this, Sylvia. And give attention to the source that is observing. So I'm going to do quantum prayer for you, for your health. Done. Quantum prayer is fast, quantum prayer is effective, and let me know how you're feeling, how you're doing tomorrow, even in a few minutes. Here Shannon was having problem breathing today, and she reported back to Moksha Mukti. This is exactly what she said. I'm going to read her word again. Says, since you prayed for me, my breathing is not hurting no more. Thank you. Namaste. That's what exactly Shannon's word after Moksha Mukti did quantum prayer for her. Yes, Vivian, cause and effect is the karma. As long as you are attached to the thought, you are bound by the karma. You cannot be free from the karma. As long as you are giving attention to the thought, as long as you are bound by the thought, you see, you are connected to that karma. And yes, what goes around comes around, cause and effect, it will happen to you. If you did bad karma, it's going to come back and haunt you. If you did good karma, come back and haunt you in that thought level. But Moksha Mukti is pointing to that source. In that source, when you give us attention to that observing, and you do good from that observing, that to the source, you cannot do anything wrong. You cannot do anything bad. And you see that, and then you are free from that karma. Free from that karma. Even from the past life. If there is a past life, you are free from the past life karma in this life. You see? What goes around comes around. That is in the thought level that is happening dynamically. Pat says, not sure about my future. Pat, no one knows about the future. Be in the present moment. That will itself unfold you about the future, take you to the future. Whatever you do now is going to take you to the future. If you make slight change and give attention to the source and be here now, be observing, give attention to that observing, then what will happen?
7, 3, 6.
It allows you to change your future. Because now you're in the present moment, your future will be changed. And there's a future, there's uncertainty, of course. And no one knows the future. And thought is trying to know the future. And what Moksha Mukti is pointing out, do not believe in your thoughts. While you're here, even for 15 seconds, give attention to that source, quantum plexus, that you are connected, that you are connecting. Now, throughout the universe, through the quantum plexus, you are connected. Connection is already there, right now. Vivian says, observing and contemplating are related. No, Vivian. Observing is simply happening. Contemplating is contemplated by the thought. Thought is contemplating that. But the observing is observing the contemplation that is happening at the same time. Observing is observing that.
3, 6, 6, 8, 6.
Okay, so we've been talking for almost 3 hours. And today we're going to stop at 3 hours. So we're going to stop in 10 minutes. So within 10 minutes, any questions, comments, concerns, type it up now. And this Moksha Mukti is a wonderful session. Well, it's wonderful to those who think this is wonderful. So this session is about to be ending in 10 minutes. So speak your piece or hold it till the next session, either later tonight or tomorrow. And tonight is going to be not light session like this. This is light session. But tonight, if Moksha Mukti does, it's going to be intensive session. And intensive session is not for the faint heart. It is for people like Vivian. She's been seeking for many, many years. She's been searching. She's been wanting. Vivian says, thank you. You're welcome, Vivian. Shannon says, please pray for my daughter Iris. She joined. Okay. What am I praying for, Shannon? What does Iris want for prayer? There has to be intent and purpose. See, I need to know what you're asking. And that intention with the purpose, the quantum prayer is effective, quantum prayer is fast. Vivian says, happy to have talked with you, feeling awesome and full of energy. Yes, that's what happens.
You entered access code 736.
Vivian, you and Sherry can talk now. You both are experiencing the same similar experiences. Davarka says, thank you. You're welcome, Davarka. Not a problem. Lisa says, I am an intuitive healer. My vibration has been affected already lately. What can I do to get back into swing of things? Been very tired. Lisa, I'm glad you're here, healer. Multiple people have requested to heal. Moksha Mukti has already done the quantum prayer. And what people reported back to Moksha Mukti, your healing has healed people. It has affected multiple people, even people reported in this gathering. As a healer, what I would like to do is you give attention to that something within you that is a source, what Moksha Mukti calls it, that is observing. Give attention to that observing and you'll feel relaxed. When you feel relaxed, please pray for the people who asked to pray here. I think next we're going to pray for is Shannon's daughter Iris. You said Iris, right, Shannon? Our daughter Iris, or Trish, our daughter Trish, for her anxiety. Before I pray, Shannon, what I would like Trish to do is, do not believe in her thoughts, and pointing her to give her attention to the source or something that is observing, and do not believe in that. And here comes the prayer for her anxiety. Done. Quantum prayer is fast, quantum prayer is effective. And Lisa, what I would like you to do right now is that please pray for the Trish anxiety, you see, and you can heal. Together we can heal faster, you see. Moksha Mukti does not do this type of things, but it just occurred in this gathering. He doesn't like to do this in gathering, but it just occurred, and you're going through such a downtime. It's opportunity for you to see that what Moksha Mukti is pointing to, that observing, and that observing it just relaxes you, and from that relaxation, do it, because that relaxation itself creates energy. And this is just a light session, light session that is going on. Moksha Mukti also does intensive session in the night time. You may do it tonight or tomorrow. You're welcome to join in the intensive session and go through this observing, giving attention to that observing. And you know what Moksha Mukti is talking about if you don't get it from this light gathering. Davarka says, thank you. Rohit Baral says, love and light to you and did a great job. Thanks a lot. Same to you, Rohit. Thanks for joining. Namaste. And what great job did we do, right? Moksha Mukti would like to validate and verify everything. He's pointing you to validate and verify everything. So validating and verifying. Vivian says happy to I think I'm reading the comments down. I need to go up. So I was reading comment down. On the phone I need to read up, read down. On the laptop I need to read up. So okay, Sheila Omara says thank you. You're welcome, Sheila. Thanks for joining. And bless you for doing this such a wonderful service to the humanity, to the existence, and existence will thank you. What goes around comes around. It's a boomerang, you see. And this is true gathering, and those who support this true gathering will be blessed, is blessed already, is healed already. Existence already healed you. Existence already blessed you for whatever reason. And if you're down, existence, it's okay to be down. And then existence grants you to be up again, because everything appears and disappears. And this is good karma. So that's good karma, Sheila. I don't know who you are. This is the first time I met you. Nice to meet you. And you did a tremendous service to the existence. Shannon said her anxiety, Patricia Belcourt. Oh, Patricia. I said Trish. I guess it's the same thing. Patricia Belcourt. Patricia, what I would like to do is, for 15 seconds, please do not believe in your thoughts. Simply give attention to that is something within you, the source or the quantum plexus that is observing everything. Give attention to that. It itself will relaxing you, because your anxiety is exaggerated by the thoughts. Anxiety is there in the body about the future, but it's exaggerated by the thought. When you believe in the thought, your anxiety becomes volumized or enhanced or exaggerated. Simply do not believe in that. However, Moksha Mukti did quantum prayer for you. I've got a phone call. You have to leave a message and I'll get back to you. Right now we're busy. It may be someone wanting to do personal meeting with Moksha Mukti, but well, they have to wait. Shannon says, Sherry says smile, so you're happy. Sherry is happy. Vivian says would love that. Shannon says I can listen to you all day. Namaste. Yes, namaste, Shannon. This is simply expression of existence. Moksha Mukti is expressing, because he is in the natural state of being, and through this natural state of being, Moksha Mukti is expressing naturally. He does not read anyone's book. He does not listen to anyone. He is simply expressing from the source, and the same source is already available to you, and people who's coming to the intensive session are finding out what Moksha Mukti has been speaking. You already seen that within your source. And I'm talking about newcomer, those person who's been here first time. Like last night, one person was here for the first time. She said exactly the same thing Moksha Mukti has been saying all the time, because what he sees, you also sees, because the source is the same. And it is already available to you now. Lisa Horn says thank you. You're welcome, Lisa. And there is a delay on the comment, and also I'm reading everyone's comments, so I'm delaying reading Sarah's comment. Says looking good today, Moksha. Thank you, Sarah. This is a light session, only in the intensive session. Moksha Mukti is now going forward, gonna dress that so-called garbs, just to give the mood of the intensity of the intensive session. But this is light session, just give you this casual look. Thanks for joining. and our sessions will be ending pretty soon. I don't know how long. I said about 10 minutes ago, and it's already been 10 minutes. But let's keep on going. As long as the energy is there or something. Well, I got a phone call. I got to answer the call. So we're going to end pretty soon, but let's keep going for now. Christy says hi. Hi, Christy. Thanks for joining. How are you? Namaste.
You entered access code 736686.
And Christy says, I am new. Of course you are, Christy. Welcome. Thanks for joining. This is just a light session with Moksha Mukti Apollo. This is true gathering, live true gathering. This is true association. By associating with Moksha Mukti, you are in true association. Because Moksha Mukti is speaking the truth, he knows he's speaking the truth. However, this is not truth to you until you validate and verify within your own functionality. Therefore, Moksha Mukti does intensive session in the night time or sometime in the daytime, and in there we go deeper, intensive. And Moksha Mukti also offers a personal meeting, and those who met with the Moksha Mukti, you can read or you can talk to them. You can read what they write, all those testimony, that there will be something profound that can be experienced. That you can experience this now. I'm not denying that, but you see, it just this is a light gathering, so then we go a little deeper and deeper. And some people it requires to go deeper. Some people it is happening now. So there's many of you watching now. Some people it may be happening to them now. Even Shannon, she's been here for her first time, and she feels so relaxed and happy. And this can be happening to you also. Sherry says, could you please say a prayer for my son Jacob, who has a nasty infection in his finger? Sure, Sherry. Keep on changing those dressings, by the way, keep on taking care of the dressings. That itself will do that. And please ask him also not to believe in his thoughts, even for a few seconds, and give attention to that observing that is observing. And here's a prayer for Jacob, for her faster healing on his finger infection. Done. Quantum prayer is fast and quantum prayer is effective. That is done, Sherry. Wendy says hello. Hello, Wendy. How are you? Sherry says thank you so much. You're welcome, Sherry. You are a regular here. You have already met with Moksha Mukti. You have already received Moksha Mukti's darshan personally. You see, so you are special. You're special in this group. All of you are special. However, you are special because you have met Moksha Mukti in person, personally. Received that so-called darshan, that pointers for you to see. And therefore you are special. Wendy says, asking for prayers for my family to live life well. Well, tell you what, seems like everyone is wanting prayer. Moksha Mukti usually gives a specific prayer, group prayer for world peace, which is already done. So we're gonna pray for existence to have everyone having a well life, balanced life, all that. And then he's gonna give you prayer for a family. But normally he prays for dire situations, just like Sherry's son has a infection on her finger. Somebody could not breathe. Somebody is in a seizures. Somebody is in anxiety, something like that. He's gonna give you prayer. But group prayer, of course, he's gonna give you that. But before he begins that, he's gonna give you all prayer. Those you've been here, all gonna bless you, asking existence to bless you, to make you happy, healthy, and wise. In the thought level, in the source level, you are already happy, healthy, and wise. All of you in the group. Now this is to the existence, all of them. Be happy, healthy, and wise. And to Wendy's family, to live life well. Done. All the prayers are done, Wendy. One for the existence, one for this group right here, especially, and one for your family. The prayers is done. Seems like today has been a praying session. And today the Moksha Mukti is dressed casually, light session. See, it happens. Wendy said, thank you so much. I feel much love and this day. Well, it is what it is, Wendy. This is just a stumbling into this group. Is it? Is a serendipity or simply happening. It happened to you this way. I'm glad you're here. And if you share Moksha Mukti's live feed to different spiritual groups to spread the love that is spreading, just like this service, then your name will be drawn into the drawing, and where, if you win, Moksha Mukti will award you personal meeting with Moksha Mukti to go deeper. When they say it was meant to be, yep, it is. It is what it is. Everything is meant to be. Everything happens for reason, whatever reason, but reason. And in the reality, this is simply dance, quantum dancing, universe dancing, vibrating, vibration. And your thought is coming up because of your conditioning, interpreting.
6, 8, 6.
Thank you, Sherry, for wishing me health and happiness. Appreciate that. What goes around comes around, you see. It's a karma in the thought level. And Moksha Mukti wishes for well-being of the existence 90% of the time. And I was talking to one of my good friend, my childhood friend, you know. Well, he was from different country. He came to the US for his training or some work, and he called me up the second day he arrived, and he started talking to me. He said, then I said, well, Moksha Mukti is thinking about well-being of others all the time, not only you, the whole existence. And then he said, oh, you're a Baba. Babaji is supposed to do like that. So yes, Moksha Mukti is thinking the well-being of the existence, universe, more than 90% of the time. And of course there is a resistance, of course there is a so-called negativity, of course there is a wall around you, of course people are jealous of you, of course some people hate you, some people love you, some people are angry at you for whatever reason. In the reality they are angry at themselves. That's why they're showing their anger on others, you see, because you are angry at yourself for not reaching to that source. The source is already available to you. They're not reaching to that source and they're angry, and they're throwing that anger at you by shutting you down from a group, or coming here trolling you, or any situation, like cutting you while you're driving, any situation. They're angry and they're throwing that anger at you. They're angry that they are not reaching to the source. The source is already available to you. That's what Moksha Mukti is pointing. Davarka says, thank you, I join you tomorrow. Yes, Davarka, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. And bless you. Feel better. Shannon says, I pray pray you attract an abundance of people because you love to help people. Well, that may seem like to you, and that may be, but what Moksha Mukti sees here, Shannon, but thank you for your word. What he sees here, simply Moksha Mukti is expressing the expression of existence naturally, because he is in a natural state of being. This is expression. In the reality, he is not helping anyone. He is simply expressing, and you determine whether he is helping you or not. So you say, I'm helping you. You say, I'm not helping you, I'm not helping you. That's all because of your own interpretation. But you say, I'm helping you, thank you. I am helping you, it is what it is. So let that be. But in the reality, Moksha Mukti is simply expressing, simply pointing to something that you already have within you. See, just like you have a lottery ticket in your purse, and Moksha Mukti is saying, hey, Shannon, you have a lottery ticket in your purse. Look there. Similarly, that observing that quantum plexus, everything that you're seeking, ultimately bigger than lottery, is already available to you. Even winning the lottery cannot get you there, but it is already available to you. It's more than lottery, and he's pointing to you, just like that. Sherry, look in there. That's all Moksha Mukti is doing, pointing you, point you. I'm here to point you, only to point you. See, that's a song Moksha Mukti wrote and sang, and some of you had the opportunity to hear that live too. Vivian says, peace and love for you and your loved ones. Thank you, Vivian. I feel tremendous love from this group today, and I am blessed to be loved by all this group of people. Thankful to the existence, and it is also possible that tomorrow the planet Mercury will be out of the retrograde. That's what our friends, astrologer friends, will tell you that. And maybe because of this, all this love is flowing, all this communication is flowing, because today is the last day and of retrogression, and it started already re-retrograding, going in the forward motion. So all this love and all this thing is happening. But regardless, thank you for all your love that you pour at Moksha Mukti. Thanks for allowing this session to go on. Without you, this group becomes group. This becomes satsang. This becomes group satsang, or group gathering, true gathering, because of you. Without it, of course, the satsang is happening, whether you are here or not, but it becomes group satsang, and it shares, this group shares the energy to other groups, other people, and it just spreads that whatever it needs to spread through the course of the nature. And sometimes it slows down. Yes, it happens. And sometimes it speeds up, just like the nature. Nature even slows down. You see, it takes its time. There's a slowdown. All this is happening. Yet, in nature completes everything it is here to complete. Christy says, what types of things do you speak or help with? Christy, Moksha Mukti is simply expressing the expression of the existent. People come in here, they ask for prayer, and Moksha Mukti does quantum prayer for whatever, for healing, for well-being of family, for financial benefit, for social benefit, whatever benefit, for world peace. People ask for that, Moksha Mukti does that. However, in the reality, Moksha Mukti is simply expressing the expression of existence, and you may interpret it as I'm helping you. And a lot of people coming back, yes, you are helping me. With your guidance, I am getting to where I want to be. You see, I am there. I am relaxed now. I am calm now. Whatever. You see, this is all, everyone is interpreting differently. But this right here is a true gathering. Moksha Mukti is speaking the truth. He knows he's speaking the truth. It is not truth to you, however, until you validate and verify within your functionality. Moksha Mukti also does intensive sessions to go deeper. Right now it's light, we're just touching the surface, hanging out on the beach, relaxing. Then we go deeper, in the deeper end. And that happens sometimes in the daytime and sometimes in the nighttime. Intensive sessions where we go deeper. Talk about observing recognizing, experience the source of the quantum plexus. Through quantum plexus, we are all connected. Just like the water is connected in the ocean. The fish is unaware of the water. Similarly, humans are unaware of the quantum plexus. Yet we are connected through the quantum plexus. Even to the far galaxy, throughout the universe, we're connected to that. You see? And you are already connected. The connection is already available. It just simply requires your attention. That's what Moksha Mukti has been pointing. And is this for you or it's not for you? It's entirely up to you. If this is not for you, are you welcome to leave? Please don't make some nasty comments, because when you make nasty comments, what happens? It just agitates it doesn't agitate Moksha Mukti, but it agitates people who are functioning here in this group peacefully, calmly, relaxing. And they get agitated, and I don't want my group to get agitated. Otherwise, there is no problem for Moksha Mukti. For the group, there is a issue. So that's why only thing that Moksha Mukti does not say, please don't write any comments here. If you don't want this, simply leave. That's what Moksha Mukti is pointing here. Rohit says, Namaste from Nepal. Check you tomorrow. Good night. Hey, Rohit, my homie, my from hometown. Rohit ji, namaste. Sanjay hununcha? Moksha Mukti knows how to speak Nepali also, but he doesn't give this talk in Nepali. There's one talk. He did many gatherings. There is only one talk he did in Nepali language. That was in the Nepali Cultural and Spiritual Center here in Texas. In Irving, Texas, there was he did this satsang talks one time there, and while he was there, that's the only time he gave this satsang talk in Nepali, because he was in the Nepali gathering. But you see, wherever you are from, Nepal, UK, Croatia, wherever you are from, wherever you are, this is a universal gathering. You see, you are a universal citizen. But thanks for joining, and namaste. Roy says, Sanjay ji, oh, say fine. Sarah said, catch you later. Yes, Sarah, thanks for joining. Remaining silently, listening. See you later. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Rohit says, you are great. Thank you, Rohit. Dhanyabad. Thanks for joining here. Thanks for being in this satsang. True gathering, true association. And we've been speaking for almost 3.5 hours today. Oh my God. The longest session Moksha Mukti has so far is 3.5 hours. But this has been going on for 3 hours and 18 minutes. Because there is a tremendous peace that Moksha Mukti is experiencing. Tremendous energy is here. And this is light session. And the light session can go long like this, because intensive session is a little bit harder, because there's intensive, you see. And during the intensive session, you are more likely to inviting trollers too, because they don't understand what's going on, and sometimes you're not speaking during the intensive session. Moksha Mukti is just keeping quiet, because that is the intensive session. You're welcome, Rohit. Thanks for joining. And feel free to share this to others. If you feel what you feel, if you feel relaxed, if you feel something profound here, share with others. Spread the love. Sharing is caring, and caring is loving. That is loving right now, that is happening, is the existence expressing. Loving, happening, observing. Giving attention to observing, that is observing. Roy says good night. Yeah, good night, Roy. It is good afternoon here in Dallas, Texas.
You entered access code 736686.
Just like the silence right here, it happens during intensive session. A lot of silence. And just if you listen to conversation when Vivian called, says, I am going my own pace. Yes, you are going your own pace, Vivian, and this for others also. When this happens naturally, it goes into its natural pace. And for some people, this is too much. Oh, you giving away negative vibration. Oh, you giving away darkness. No. Nature also gives darkness, but it also gives you light. Similarly, there may be dark here, Moksha Mukti also give you light. You see? Just like the nature. Just like the planet rotating, giving you night and day, Moksha Mukti give you both. But in the reality, they're the same.
73686.
Vivian says love and peace never gets old. Yes, Vivian, that love and peace, that observing, that you are observing, that consciousness or awareness, that never gets old. What gets old is your thought. Thought is making you old, not the awareness, and you know that. You know that you're speaking from your own functionality. That awareness is never old. What makes you old is your thought. What gives you disease is your thought. Of course, there is a DNA, there's environment, there's food, all these things is going to make you old. And most likely, one of the things that's going to give you old is your own thought. Believing in your thought so much, giving attention to the thought so much. Thought will exhaust you, make you tired. But that awareness, or the consciousness, whatever that Moksha Mukti is pointing, the source, it never gets old. It never gets tired. There is a tremendous energy behind it. It is peaceful. It is loving. It is kind. It is giving. It is relaxing. And it is available to you now. Wendy says, have a wonderful day, my friend. Much love. I have to back to work with a smile. All right. Have a wonderful day at work, Wendy. Keep that peace wherever you go. Spread that peace, and it will come back to you in tenfold. What goes around comes around.
You entered access code 7366686.
So there are new people here. We become friends. Because this is true gathering, true friends in that sense. See, we're true friends because this is true gatherings. Thank you, haha, my language. I give. No problem, Wendy. No problem. Whatever you do, you're doing a service. Service to the universe, service to the existence. Oh, hi hi. It says hi hi is the language.
Entered access code 7.
Hi hi.
6686.
What language is that? Hi. Not sure what language. Let me Google and find out. Something you have to use thought, like I'm Googling, using the thought, and sometimes you have to use that to function in the society. It's a tool for you.
You entered access code 7366686.
Today I'm also observing awesome peaceness, awesome peace. I mean, Moksha Mukti is always observing this relaxation and peace, but today there is something extraordinary is happening in his consciousness. Tremendous energy behind this. Tremendous peace. Tremendous epiphany. It's just like I took marijuana or cocaine or something. I don't do any marijuana, cocaine. I don't know what that experience like, but some people tell me that makes you high. So similarly, I'm experiencing that today. That's why I'm going for 3 hours, 30 minutes. I was going to end at 3 o'clock, but the energy is there. There's a tremendous serenity. You see, just like the time the awakening happened that day in 2009, sitting in the living room or the guest room of the Ohio house. It's the same experience I'm experiencing today. And everything happens. It didn't happen for many, many days, but today it happened. And I don't recall the last time it happened like this. It may have happened, but today is like just tremendous. Just happened today. And those of you who know Moksha Mukti been coming here, he's always relaxed, he's always happy, he's always peaceful, but today there's something extraordinary that is happening. And those who missed today's session, you missed it unless you watch it recorded, but you missed it live, because see, there's a tremendous epiphany is going on right now. And there's a tremendous energy. He's been speaking for the last 3 hours, 3.5 hours. You see, and this is a light session. He's speaking. All this tremendous energy is coming. I don't know where the energy is coming. It is there. It's like a pouring, like a Niagara Falls. Keeps on coming. Cannot stop. And one of these days, Moksha Mukti is speaking to give talks all day, and he may give talks all day, even here, live. But he wanted to give talks in like in some venue with the people around. You see, for all day. He's been speaking about that, but maybe he'll do it here and live one day, and he'll do it out there in some hotel room in Dallas, Texas. In a hotel meeting room. Go there and give these talks, or go to a temple or a church or some place and give this talk all day. And of course, if there is a technology available, broadcasting live. And just FYI, that is coming up. You see, because this is tremendous energy. This cannot be denied. This cannot be hidden. You see. And some people, they get scared of such an energy. They get frightened. You see. And those who are the frightened are the one that is blocking Moksha Mukti. Putting walls around it, removing him from groups. You see, they're frightened with all this tremendous energy. But those who are not frightened, you see, that means you are meant to receive this energy from Moksha Mukti. You see, receiving these blessings, receiving these pointers. See, gather with Moksha Mukti in this true association. And it doesn't need many people to have this true association, there is only one or two of you. You see, still there is one of you listening. Even one person listens. This is satsang. One person.
You entered access code 7366686.
Of course you are, Sherry. You are special. You have become true friends in this true association, in this sense.
You entered access code 7366686.
Because in the source we're the same. There is no difference. We're not separated. Only separated is separate by the mind. And someone wrote a comment the other day, says, well, there are many separateness, millions and millions separateness. No. The millions of separateness is the perceive that we perceive. And yes, you cannot deny that. Yes, the millions of separateness is available that you perceive. You cannot deny that. But in the reality, no. We're all one. The separateness is perceived by the mind. And in the reality, that is causing you the problem. You see, million trillions, whatever separateness is perceived because of this mental equipment. You're welcome, Sherry. It is what it is. You've been blessed
You entered access code
through whatever.
36.
Through your karma, past life or this life, whatever. To recognize that, recognition of that source, recognition of this experiencing that you're experiencing. And I know in the beginning you're so skeptic, just like many newcomers who come here, skeptic, full of skepticism. But some reason, something told you, even I think the source told you to hang in there, Sherry. Something's gonna happen here.
You entered access code 7366686.
And this gathering, this true gathering, has been the longest so far, I think. The last gathering was 3 hours and 33 minutes. And this gathering is almost 3 hours and 34 minutes. Moksha Mukti is not having a contest, anything, or not trying to break the Guinness record, but it is what is happening. When it's happening, you cannot deny that. You have to let it happen. She says, aha, not specific, not skeptic, just searching. Okay. So maybe you're like Vivian. Vivian has been searching for many years. And she stumbled upon this gathering, and she's been with me, with Moksha Mukti for many days, every day.
Code 7366686.
So yes, we've been speaking for 3 hours and 34 minutes. This has been the longest satsang gathering, or the true gathering. Moksha Mukti has been speaking the truth, pointing you to the truth, to the source that is available to you, to quantum plexus. It's almost time to go. He's been saying that for last 45 minutes, but he's not getting off. He's keep on going and going like the Energizer. There's a commercial in the US, battery commercial, keeps on going and going like a beating on that drum, dang 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 dang. Energizer bunny.
You entered access code 736686.
Time to lean back and conserve the energy. Briefly, I'm not sleeping, just closing eyes and conserving that energy, because when looking, the energy is expended, used. But when you close your eyes, your energy is preserved, conserved.
You entered access code
And that itself will
7686.
revitalize you. Okay, Sherry, you know that advertisement, what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's what's happening. That's what Moksha Mukti is experiencing, this tremendous experience. You see? And this cannot be denied. And you'll notice by tomorrow or next few days, if there are war going on right now, even within small countries or small places, even your hometown, around your town, you'll notice
You entered access code 736.
they're coming to peaceful conclusion. They're starting a dialogue to end whatever they're going through right now. You'll read news. Of course, violence is going to be there. The violence will be minimized. It's like you don't want it to end. Well, when energy is there, it doesn't want to end, Vivian. It's not like I want to end. I wanted to end. It's already past Moksha Mukti's lunch time. But he's not ending it. He's not even hungry. Hunger is not there. Even thirst is not there. Perhaps I did one mantra, maybe because of that, but who knows. But something's occurring. He's not hungry, he's not thirsty. Throat is not dry.
You entered access code 736686.
It's been 3 hours and almost 40 minutes. Longest session, longest satsang. Moksha Mukti's longest session. It's true gathering, this is true association that is happening.
You entered access code 7366.
And for some people, even no words are necessary. Simply what Moksha Mukti is observing, that observing itself is a pointer for you to recognize that for some people. You see, and even no words are necessary. And usually if Moksha Mukti is not talking, people start leaving. You know, I don't hear anything, he doesn't say anything, people want to hear words, you know. Words are powerful in that sense, you know. But sometimes silence happens. No words are necessary, and that silence itself points you. And that happened to a couple of this Moksha Mukti gathering. You know, through silence, the satsang was happening, the pointers was happening. You see. So, in that sense, today is a really special day. Yes, the stillness is there within you, Vivian.
Code 73.
That observing is that observing the stillness. And I have to be mindful of a time also. Actually, I have a one-on-one meeting, personal meeting at 1:45 today, so it's like 1:45 or 2 o'clock. Yeah, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. I have a personal meeting. So yeah, by 2 p.m. I have to go. So I'm gonna hang on till as long as want to hang on, and at 2 p.m. Moksha Mukti's gotta go to do the personal meeting. Sherry Pierce says, I have just joined and cannot figure out what the discussion is about. I must have joined too late to comprehend. Yes, Sherry, that happens. Maybe if I give you a little info, will that help you? I'm gonna give you a little info on Moksha Mukti's background. Maybe you can read up on that, and but he's gonna pointing you to give attention to your source that is available to you. The source of happiness is already available to you now in this present moment, and he's pointing you to that. And he's been pointing you to many people here, and they've been experiencing, they've been recognizing, because Moksha Mukti is speaking the truth, and it is not truth to you until you validate and verify. Therefore, he is pointing you to validate and verify, giving attention to the source that is available to you right now, what Moksha Mukti calls quantum plexus. And through quantum plexus, you are already connected. And it simply requires you to give attention to that. And this is just a light session. We're just talking casually. Although it's a casual talk, it's a certainly deep talk for many of you. But we even go deeper in the intensive session that is happening tonight. And you can also request Moksha Mukti's personal meeting. And in the personal meeting, you have opportunity to meet Moksha Mukti. And you can request a personal meeting session. Yes, Moksha Mukti calls the source of the quantum plexus, Sherry, is a quantum, is the smallest things that we know, what scientists has given us, and plexus is the network of that small quantum network connected throughout the universe. Through this connection, we are all one throughout the universe, even deep galaxy. You see, wherever you are, throughout the universe. Just like the fish is unaware of the water, You are unaware of this quantum plexus that you do not see in the eye. Similarly, fish is swimming in the water. We are swimming, dancing, doing, living in this quantum plexus. And he's pointing you to that is available to you within now. You see, and all of these people in this group that are listening, joining, writing comments, they are experiencing, going through this process. Some have been with Moksha Mukti. This is like almost 30th sessions. All session they've been sticking with Moksha Mukti, hearing, listening, going through this, giving attention to the quantum plexus. You see, and this is your first time. Obviously, it's gonna puzzle you and making you skeptic. But whatever you are, please don't write any negative comments in this group, because this is true gathering. We're doing it for existence, and a tremendous love is here. If this is not for you, you're welcome to leave, but please don't write any negative comments for the people who gather here. Moksha Mukti is not agitated by any of the negativity, but for the group people who are gathering here, giving their time, energy, effort, for them, I just ask you not to leave any negative comments. If it's not for you, you are simply free to leave, or if this is something you want, you're welcome to join here. We're glad you came. We love to have you. Yes, majority of people are like you, Sherry. Majority of like you, but there are always one or two trollers trolling, leaving negative comments. This is just the disturbance, the group's peace. Some of them are so peaceful, experience so peaceful. It just agitates them. When the group gets agitated, that's what Moksha Mukti comes in and blocks the person, or asks them to leave nicely. If not, blocks the person. So that has happened in the past. So just a warning. I have to give you that for your own benefit, for the group's benefit. But so you're open-minded. We're glad you're here. And this session is about to be over soon. Actually, almost ending. It was going to be ending like almost an hour ago, but this is keep on going. But for certain, this is going to end soon, because at 2 o'clock Moksha Mukti has a meeting, personal meeting. Someone booked Moksha Mukti to give them personal meeting, what Moksha Mukti called darshan. So he's giving the darshan. In the darshan, the 2 o'clock, I am not available to give this talk, so I have to go soon. But until Moksha Mukti will be here, and any questions, comment, concern you have, he's going to speak to you regarding that, because this is light session. During light session, he's going to he's going to read all of you's comment. But the intensive session, he's not going to read everyone's comment, only those he knows, or those of you who share Moksha Mukti's live feed. And then he's going to speak, and we go deeper. There is more intensive. And now it's just a light session. And Moksha Mukti is speaking or reading all of you's comments. All of you are experiencing. Sherry writes, no negative energy from well, you come into the right place then, Sherry. Here is love, peacefulness, relaxation, so-called positivity, healing. A lot of people coming here getting healed. That's what they report to Moksha Mukti. That's what's happening here. And we just did a quantum prayer for world peace, a quantum prayer for a lot of people's healings. A lot of people, either they have infection, some other health issue, financial issue, social issue, whatever the issue having. We did prayer for them. Moksha Mukti did quantum prayer for the world peace. And you'll notice more news will come out. Countries going in war right now, seeking truce. Even in your hometown, people will start to seek truce, start the dialogues going forward, starting tomorrow to few days. You can hear that's what happened here today. With Moksha Mukti, there are the 5 gatherers who gathered and did quantum prayer together. So quantum prayer is more effective because there's group involved. Even more people come and do quantum prayer, this will even become effective. That's why Moksha Mukti asks you to share this love to different spiritual group that you're a member of. Share it, and together we can come in with a bigger group and do quantum prayer again for the world peace, and then it becomes more effective. Sherry says, have a lovely day, my lovely. See you soon. Yes.
3,
Thanks for joining, Sherry,
8, 6,
my lovely. And that my lovely is a term I picked up from Sherry. She's from UK. I think in our town they use such a lovely word, my lovely. So that's what it is. And see you again. Thanks for joining. Namaste, Sherry. And we will be ending soon. Raymond is here. Raymond, we're about to end. You joined late today, but it's okay. You can watch the video once it goes live, recorded. And this is just light session. This is not like intensive session like yesterday, last night, Raymond. We have intensive session. This is just a light session, and he's reading all of you's comment. Diego Camango is here. Hi, Diego. Thanks for joining. And our session is almost ending, but Diego says, hi, Moksha. Is this really a type of heaven we previously choose, and we can choose put your next heaven if we so how? Heaven, hell, both are perception of the mind, Diego. Hell can be happening for you now, or heaven can be happening for you now. Yes, it depends on what you choose. And what you choose, what Moksha Mukti choose to pointing to you, if you choose to give attention to that, yes, the heaven, or so-called heaven, is already available to you now. And that is your source or quantum plexus that is available to you now. It simply requires your attention. When you give attention to that source, yes, the heaven can be created for you now. Relaxation can be created for you now. Peace can be created for you now. And calm can be created for you now. Happiness can be created for you now. See, Moksha Mukti knows he is speaking the truth. It is not truth to you until you validate and verify. That's why all the people that are gathering here, they have validated and verified and reported back to Moksha Mukti. Yes, those are all available to me now in this quantum plexus in this moment. So first year, only few more minutes, Moksha Mukti will be here. This is almost ending. Moksha Mukti has been speaking for almost 4 hours today. This has been the longest Moksha Mukti gathering in the history of Moksha Mukti is giving talks. He's been giving talks for many years. He's written 2 books. They are available in Amazon. And one book he just wrote that is about to be publishing. It will be releasing soon. And this new book is called Mirror. That will be coming out in the market. And that will be releasing soon. And this is all happening. This is longest Moksha Mukti gathering, true gathering. This is happening almost for 4 hours, and we're gonna end like around 4 hours or before or after. And in this ending, I will end soon. And this is all happening. Raymond says salute. Namaste, Raymond. Diego says thank you, namaste. Yes, you're welcome, Diego. Namaste, thanks for joining. Dabarka says thank you, you're welcome, Dabarka. Namaste. Just a few more minutes. Moksha Mukti has to leave, and thanks everyone for joining. And if you're new here, I'll still read your comments for a few minutes. And if you need to know what's going on, you can read Moksha Mukti Apollo, type in Google, and you can read his background, or go to Facebook, type Moksha Mukti Apollo. All his videos are shared on his website and also on his Facebook page. You can go see, and from there you have an idea what who Moksha Mukti is, what he's talking about, why he's here, what he's doing, what he's expressing. All that is available to you, and you can simply type your questions, comments, and Moksha Mukti shall speak regarding that till the end of this time, and that is about to be ending.
You entered access code 7366886.
Chelsea Flegel says, where do I go into my future? Chelsea, are you ready for the truth? Moksha Mukti is speaking the truth. He knows he's speaking the truth. However, this is not truth to you, and either you may get offended by this, you may get angry by this, or you may accept this or reject it. It's entirely up to you. And he knows he's speaking the truth, and it is only truth to you when you validate within your own functionality. And Moksha Mukti is going to ask you to validate in your own functionality. You see. And by saying this, I have to say this because a lot of people coming, new people here, are saying, hey, you saying something that I have never heard before. So to me, that sounds like a false. No, Moksha Mukti is speaking the truth, and this has been validating. You can go back and observe Moksha Mukti's previous videos, even on this gathering. There's a lot of things being validating here. Then Moksha Mukti also does intensive session. However, what Moksha Mukti is going to point to your present moment. If you're here in the present moment, is going to create the future for you. If you're stuck in the past, whatever happened in the past, that same lining of reality will be your future. So if you're having difficulties in the past, and if you stay in the past, yes, in the future also going to be difficulties. But if you come to the present moment, here now, it's possible for you to experience new experience in the future. Your future will be so-called better than what is in the past, because now you are in the present moment, you are functioning differently, and you're functioning into different level, and he has the opportunity to create different results for you. But in the reality, there is no past, there is no future, there is no present, there is only present. What is happening is you are conditioned to think linearly. Because of the linear thinking, there is a past, present, and a future. But in the reality, what Moksha Mukti is pointing in the source, which you will be able to see in there is only present, and everything is happening simultaneously. You see, and that's what Moksha Mukti is pointing to you there. You see, and Moksha Mukti does intensive session, and when you could go deeper. Right now, you may be asking yourself, what is he talking about? Yes, that happens to many of you here. But when you go to next level, you see, and then you may be able to see it, or you may be able to see it now. You see, I'm just pointing that out. Sure, Sherry. When we come tomorrow, if you're on the group, yes, I will definitely appreciate if you share to that group again. Or I may not ask you, but if I ask you, please, if I ask you, I may not even ask you. I said, I know, it's just, heck with it. You see, we don't need that group. See, I may have that in my higher power, whatever power that telling me to do, and Moksha Mukti is, going through that energy. Moksha Mukti calls the energy, not so much higher power, the energy. So Moksha Mukti is doing everything what energy is guiding, and Moksha Mukti says tomorrow, hey, energy says, well, don't go to that group. So we're not going to go to that group. So just hang on, be patient. Thank you for your offer to provide service to Moksha Mukti Apollo, and he appreciates that. And if I ask you to share, if you're in the group, please do share. But until then, namaste, Sherry. And we're fine. We're gonna take off in a few seconds. I know it's almost late for you to, late for you. So Mehdi Hassan says, "Hi sir, I am new today." Okay, Mehdi, how are you? Chelsea says, "I'm